It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shane Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Four, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shane Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Four, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shane Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Four, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shane Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Four, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back and turn Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. It's Tingle and Co.
All right, welcome in. Tingle and Co. here live on Tuesday, 8 to 10 every day. Happy y'all are tuned in. Happy Tuesday. Hump Day's tomorrow. All right, you got it.
That's probably not the worst.
But I say the same thing. Do you not ever hear me say?
Hey, we're brought to you by Southern Regional Medical Center.
All right.
Charles Harvey, Jason Ramazan, the whole crew here. We're very appreciative of them. Thank you, Chucky Funshine, for allowing us to do your show from your headquarters. What's our response?
Remember, it's your choice where you go for your medical.
We're brought to you every day by FanDuel. Above White's fat ass head. I guess above your shoulder, really.
All right, we appreciate everybody getting here, starting their morning with us here, Tingle & Co. on this Tuesday morning as we are live from our Southern Regional Medical Center studio. Shout out to the team here at SRMC as they bring you Tingle & Co. every single day. It's your choice where you go for your medical care. Choose Southern Regional Medical Center. They take great care of us. They'll take great care of you. Baton Rouge, Lafayette, Shreveport. 3 great locations here in the great state of Louisiana. As SRMC houses Tingle & Co. brought to you by FanDuel. Like Chrissy said, FanDuel spinning up here in the top corner like it is every single time we're live. Because we're never live without our friends over at FanDuel. Make sure you download the app. Head over to the FanDuel Sportsbook website. And get ready for football that is right around the corner. Like we said, we've got LSU football 18 days away. We've got college football in general 11 days away. Inching closer
I like that.
to single digits. Week 0, just 11 days
Who's
away.
playing?
Wyatt's got all those locked in. You have some selections via FanDuel as well for week 0.
For week 0, yeah, I've already started looking at them. But
Who do you have slated to get victories?
So I've got
11 days?
TCU. It's either minus 6.5 or 7.5 against UNC.
Okay.
That game's in Ireland in week 0.
What
and
time?
then I think it's an 11 a.m. game because they're in Ireland, so it's like a night game in Ireland, but 11 a.m. here. And then the other one, NC State versus Virginia. I believe that game's at NC State. I have NC State plus 5.5 or plus 6.5, depending on where you look, for week 0. So those are my 2 big week 0 bets. There's also Stanford, Hawaii in week 0, which I'll probably bet on. I haven't made my decision there, but there's a couple good week 0 games this year, so I'm excited.
Yeah, August 29th, 11 a.m. via our friends over at FanDuel. You've got North Carolina, TCU. TCU favored by 7.5 points. You've also got USC versus San Jose State, with USC favored by 38.5. Of course, our friends over in Raleigh, North Carolina, NC State, 5.5-point dogs against Virginia in week 0. So, handful of week 0 games there for you to get you ready in 11 days. There's the college football slate via our friends over at FanDuel. Head over to that website and get yourself ready for some college football. You, of course, have preseason football in the National Football League continuing to roll on as our NFL team had some sad news come through the news wire yesterday as well. But before we get into any of that, Lloyd, Chrissy, Wyatt, good morning, boys. How are we doing?
You can't start off with the Saints on 18 days away. How are you, sir? Excellent.
I'm doing well.
Yes.
Doing well.
Got a little mic'd up in last night.
There we go.
Had to rehash redo the that was their first opportunity to talk about Skip. So
Yeah.
I had to do that whole song and dance again. I was like, oh man, I forgot that it can
Still
make
hurts.
make you sad.
Yeah.
But it was good to get Mikey and Jared's perspective. Jared told a cool story of Skip was actually in Arizona when Jared got hurt playing for the White Sox.
Wow.
And broke his ankle and tore a bunch of that's kind of what happened.
Right.
The entire thing. But and the White Sox didn't do a great job of the rehab process. But that is not my story to tell, and you'll probably never hear it. However, he was like, I was there when you got hurt. And he's like, why were you
there?
Yeah, and he was like, the man just loved baseball.
Yeah.
So we had, obviously, players everywhere. But Jared was like, that's just such a wild thing for him to be there and then, come up. He's like, I didn't even know he knew who I was.
Right.
And he was like, nope, just take it in baseball. So just a cool story that Skip was kind of everywhere.
The legend. An absolute legend. No, it was, of course, good to hear some perspective from Mikey, J. Mitch there. But Wyatt, Chrissy, how are you boys this morning?
Good morning. Christian Lockature days away from LSU football.
There you go.
I'm excited for it. Doing pretty well. Yeah.
You sound like you're doing
You
great.
sound like you're doing awesome.
A lot of energy this morning
Yeah.
from old Chrissy.
I was
there.
watching a video.
Yeah, we know.
We know,
Yeah.
Mr. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, playing Assassin's Creed right now. Great open world game based in ancient Greece. If you've seen the Odyssey, I mean, it's just like this. It's just like a video game for the movie. It's that's why I like it.
Interesting. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey has a lot of similarities to the movie The Odyssey.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
Yep.
Surprised.
Are you Brad Pitt?
No, I'm
Matt Damon?
Alexios.
Ah,
It's not Matt Damon. It's not Tom Holland.
it's
Or-
not.
Or Robert Pattinson.
Anne Hathaway.
Not Agamemnon. Not any of them. No.
Yet.
Of course, Agamemnon.
Now I did get Agamemnon's armor in the game.
Oh,
I also
yeah.
got
Fire me up.
Achilles armor in the
Major
game,
W.
and I'm wearing Achilles armor, which
Oh.
I'm worried about because my heel is exposed,
Of course it is.
and I don't want to get shot in the heel. Obviously,
Shot.
That's true.
Yes.
Wyatt, how are you?
Doing great. Had a nice family dinner last night.
There you go.
Went home, got my 8 hours last night, feeling well rested. I'm gonna have to start waking up 10 minutes earlier though, because this fucking school
Traffic.
traffic is
School traffic.
Got
killing
me
me.
again this morning.
Back to
Yeah,
school.
absolutely killing me.
I just don't even like hearing that phrase. It still gives me the heebie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you.
School night.
Oh, that
Hate
hurt
that.
too. Yeah, I
Ooh.
didn't like hearing that.
School night.
Yes.
Well, you're about to go back to school.
Yeah.
This week. Next
Yeah,
week.
but mom's not here to tell me when to go to bed. Come on,
I got some Odyssey to play.
come on. I hope mom's not watching, but mom, I'm staying up to 10:30 on a school day. Let's fucking go.
Oh, but school right around the
I
corner.
might watch 2 episodes of CSI Miami.
And then right after that, LSU football gets started. Wyatt, 18 days away. Big day for the countdown.
Yes.
18 days away, a legendary number, of course. Who all do you have listed out for number 18?
I've got
What
to.
do you think of?
I think of BJ Ojulari.
Really?
That's my favorite.
Okay.
I love BJ Ojulari. And I was actually going to open it up to the room and ask who's everybody's favorite 18, but mine is BJ Ojulari. I loved him. Like a fun recruiting story. I love, some fun recruits. Like he was going to Tennessee for a while, ended up committing while my car was broken down in a Rally's. Like I remember that right by my house. And then he shoots up the recruiting services right at the end. He was I think in the 200s or something, finished as a top 50 or borderline top 50 recruit. And then came in wearing number 8. Was awesome in number 8, looked great in the uniform,
He did.
and then decided to stay on even after Coach O got fired, got the number 18 for the first year of Brian Kelly. So I love me some BJ Ojulari. But I wanted to open up to y'all. Who is everybody's favorite number 18? Or who do you think of first?
When I see the
Either or.
funny thing, the one I think of first is Lamine Barrow.
Really?
Because
Really?
for me, I just vividly remember him in 57. Something about the announcement. I just remember when they announced it.
Yeah.
It just for some reason it resonated because it was the beginning of my fandom of LSU. It was one of the first 18 announcements I can remember. So it's always the one I go back to is Lamine Barrow
Yeah.
from 57.
That's an
18.
interesting one.
But my favorite is probably Tre'Davious White.
I love that
loved
one.
Tre'Davious.
Me too.
Tre'Davious White.
Me
And it was
too.
from 16 to 18. So even when I see the clips of him in 16, it looks
Yeah.
close enough to 18.
Right, exactly.
So it's like he always wore 18.
when he had I was there at Lambeau when he had the pick 6 against
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That was such a cool moment, and that was cool for me because that was a fun trip until it wasn't. But
Right.
that was an awesome moment for
I
Trey White.
love Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, that
Me
was
too.
the. We're going to change the offense game.
Yeah.
And it turns
Yeah.
out we're doing exactly what we did
Didn't
last
change
year.
anything.
Tre'Davious White, you better get your ass in that end zone or else
Yeah.
LSU's not putting any points up.
Need
Yeah.
it.
Need
Yeah.
it.
Need it.
That's funny. Y'all, I didn't know what y'all were going to say. I guess the age gap is real. I mean, I think of Hester.
Of course.
Of course. Well, that's the.
He
obvious-
is the.
He's also the clip that I picked, so I didn't want to
Yeah.
say Hester. But yeah, that's the obvious one.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. I wasn't very sentient then.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I get it, but that's just the first
It
one.
is crazy.
It feels like he is the quintessential.
Yeah.
But Trey White and the fact that he got to wear it for 2 years
Uh-huh.
was
Awesome.
very cool. He should not have come back.
No.
He did, and it was
Still a first round pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you thought now they're stacking the chips. Leonard's coming back, Tre'Davious White's coming back, and I know. And
That
playing
season
in,
hurts.
they're playing in Lambeau.
I know.
To start this is a perfect year for this is LSU's year. Not it wasn't. Fired your coach.
Whenever I think of numbers 7 or 18, I think of the most recent ones. So right now, Nuss is in my head. And that's okay because we love Nuss. Nuss loved LSU. Wasn't his fault. We'll blame that on the
BK.
Irishman,
BK.
BK.
Yeah.
I also
Don't give
appreciate
him that. We don't know if he's Irish.
Josh Williams wearing
Kelly?
18 in the NFL.
Yes.
Chose with the Bucks because last year he just wore whatever number they gave him.
Run down there.
This year he gets to pick his number, chooses 18.
Love
Yep.
that.
Because he was the shoe-in layup pick
Of
whenever
course.
it came to it because he is 18.
Yeah.
But
Chat GPT, or what is this AI mode for Google, has Trey'Dez Green listed as 18.
Really?
That's
Interesting.
breaking news.
I get via
Okay.
via Google.
AImode.com.
Yeah. That's wild.
That is awesome.
But I do have some 18s. We got Matt
Let's hear
Monk,
'em.
obviously Jacob Hester, Richard Dixon, Richard Murphy, Brandon Taylor, Benny Logan, Lamine Barrow, Terrence McGee, Trey White, Christian Lockature, J.D. Moore, Foster Morrow, Calevon Chason, surprised he didn't get picked, Lloyd Cushenberry, Chris Curry, Damone Clark, B.J. Ojulari, Makai Wingo, Josh Williams, Greg Penn, and then, of course, Garrett Nussmeier. But the clip... A lot of names. I don't know.
That's okay.
The clip I decided to pick for today, of course, it's got to be Jacob Hester against
Talk about a
Florida
layup.
in 2000. Yeah, I mean, come on, it was too
It
easy.
would be disrespectful.
It
if you
would
didn't.
be.
I know. But it's got to be.
This is the
Jacob
quintessential.
Hester.
This is what 18 is.
Oh, yeah.
This is.
This is
Yeah.
18.
2 4th-down conversions. LSU went 5 for 5 in the game. He absolutely fucking obliterates the Florida safety,
Yes.
Major
Right.
and then he scores the game-winning touchdown in one of the most historic
The
games
most
in Tiger Stadium.
The most drop your nuts drive.
Oh yeah.
Maybe in football history.
Oh yeah.
This is wild. We found out how Noah plays NCAA.
The funniest
It's so
thing.
deep rooted in me.
Yeah, the funniest thing is I'm watching the highlights and like obviously I wasn't really sentient for this game. Like I wasn't there in the moment. And I'm watching the game and like Ryan Perrilloux
Yes,
runs
sir.
and gets like 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1. There's like 4.5 minutes left and they're on the 15-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Hester scores a touchdown with like a minute and 4 seconds left to play. They are milking this clock like nobody's fucking business. It is the funniest drive of all time. And gosh, I wish I was there.
That was.
It looks like so much fun. The crowd pop when Jacob Hester gets into the end zone on the last touchdown. And you're down, like you were down multiple scores for the majority of the game. Like you get a Keyston Moore fumbles, Derry Beckwith recovers it right at the end. You kind of got lucky there. Like you were down 10 points, 24-14 late in the 4th quarter. So this was, gosh, I wish I was there.
This is an unbelievable, like probably if not one, I would probably be hard pressed, like gun to my head. Favorite game in LSU and Tiger Stadium is probably this one. It was unbelievable. This one, it's both. I think both might be. Obviously, you have the Alabama game, but the Florida in 2019 was also like that was just a riot.
Right.
But this one and Ole Miss, but this one was like felt like you were winning the national championship this game.
Yeah.
And you had the announcement of, I think it was. What happened? Somebody beat somebody. Is this right? USC Stanford in the same year in 2007? I think that they announced it during the game, and it was like going into the 4th quarter, and it was when Harbaugh was coaching for Stanford, and they upset USC, and so like they kind of cleared the roadmap for you a little bit.
I think it was that
Same
year.
exact day.
Yeah, they announced it in
October
this
6, 2007.
That is awesome. Wow.
So it was one of those, like, because like you said, you were losing the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Stanford beats USC 24-23.
And was it in overtime? Or no? Just straight regulation? Yeah.
Stanford scores 17 in the 4th quarter.
Yes.
Yeah.
To win 24-23.
So you could see it on the ticker across. Like, they kept updating the score. And you're like, kind of looking at it because LSU's losing, but you're like, oh, that's interesting. And then as soon as it goes final, they hop on the PA. Like, Dan Bournet hops on and announces it. And the crowd goes fucking nuts. And then the players look up and they're like, what are they cheering for? They put it on the board and then they start going fucking ballistic on the sidelines. You're like, oh shit, Florida's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, this is unbelievable. Then you have the 4th quarter that happens, obviously capped off by, just Jacob Hester.
Yeah.
It's just ate them all up.
And then on this play, he pretended like he was hurt. So this is coming from the horse's mouth, obviously.
Yeah.
He had to pretend like he was hurt because he was on special teams. So
Yeah.
he was like the edge blocker. And he didn't want to come out the game, but his chin strap had broken. So they had to run him out a new helmet while he was like down or whatever. Was able to still play the next play because he didn't actually come out the game.
Big brain.
Big brain.
That's 18 for
That's
you.
right. Thinking it's like, no, I got to. Could
brawn
you
and
imagine
the
if you
brain.
just did all of that work?
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'll come out. Like, I'm not setting the edge. It blocked. Like, oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, that's the epitome of 18.
Great
right there.
feel.
Great feel.
Great selection today, Wyatt.
Thank
for
you.
our 18-day countdown. What a day! 18 days away. Long as I wanted to say when you were reading through them, did Calevon Chason maybe look the best in the 18 jersey?
Brandon Taylor.
Yeah.
they look the same.
Yeah, that is
But
true.
one played defensive end and one played safety. So it's still
Ojulari
good.
looked pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
He did.
I would say it's Brandon Taylor based off of the fact that I think Caleb looked better in 4.
You think so?
I
know.
think Caleb in
He
4.
could have worn fucking 706.
No, you're right. Caleb looked great
Well,
regardless.
he just had Caleb just has these long arms
that
with
are-
these shoulders sitting on top. It was like
Yeah.
that first
Scary.
game
Jerry
against
Jones.
Tre'Davious White.
no, Trey White looked good in it.
yeah.
Well, see, Trey White
Good Weeks is
and,
going to look good in it.
and Terrence McGee both get fucked because of the long stripes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And the
yeah.
boxing number, the digital
I don't know
numbers.
what was going on.
Weird time period there.
Very
That
weird.
was. But then obviously 18 this season, we anticipate Whit Weeks and Bo Bordelon. Little patch, little jersey number.
Is he going to be a senior or a junior? But
Which
we're
one?
on Senior?
I believe
Yeah.
a senior.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got 5 to play 5?
I
think
believe this is his
fifth.
Okay.
He was
yeah.
in that Will Campbell class.
Yes,
With
and
Perk and them.
I would like a patch, but also I was going through Twitter yesterday, like my own, and I put out that tweet, and I was like, oh, man, we were all over this. It's like, well, I don't even know if this is a good thing or a bad thing.
We were all over it.
Because it was
last
him,
year.
like, leading the charge. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, he's doing the thing. He's taking, like, you always felt like Nussmeier was a leader.
Right.
And it's like your quarterback doing it, and I got all caught up in it again where it's, I think they're going to be good. You got your quarterback scored 18 for the first time since Matt Mock. We were asking JD and all the people about it.
They
And
do
it's
the
like,
Matt Mock FaceTime call with Nuss when it's announced.
all good stuff.
Yeah,
He's
there's
hurt.
there's a reason why we were excited going
Yeah.
into it.
God, I feel. And then
They were
you
pressing
look,
all the buttons.
you look up, he's not even playing. He gets pulled against Alabama, and he looks like the most depressed version of himself that you've ever seen. He was fat and had a beard and like eye black everywhere. Like, good lord, this guy looks like he just got back from war, and now he's having a great time in Kansas City.
Yeah.
But what weeks? There you go. Go take it. Go be 18.
Yeah.
That's what it takes sometimes.
Please.
So that's
I wonder
what.
how they're. I guess his dad.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. But I think a little 18 patch and an 18 on the field.
Both dads.
Elite. And then we'll talk about 7 when we get to 7 days away.
So I'm
but
proud of you.
that's it. One of the all timer. Witt makes one of the coolest plays ever. Tips the ball in the air, intercepts it,
Honky Badger.
almost gets in the end zone, pops in the stands, give him the good old.
Well, not only that, he pops the top on the football.
Oh yeah, he did.
And
Yeah.
shotguns it, and then his dad's like,
Football.
yeah, my boy.
That's it.
Actually, honey, get me one.
Hey, right here.
Pass that to me now.
Miller Lite, please. But speaking of numbers, the number 11 means something today
Princewill.
because that's what LSU comes in the AP poll, of course. Didn't realize that it was going to get announced yesterday. Kind of caught us off guard when it came through across the timeline that it was the actual real AP poll. And LSU comes in at 11. It was interesting to hear Lane's thoughts on it. He was obviously asked about it in his press conference availability yesterday. Their ranking of number 11. Lloyd's trying to show you number 11 right there in the video. But LSU comes in at number 11 in the AP poll. Lane gave his thoughts in the press conference, and I thought, I wasn't very surprised in what Lane thought about preseason rankings, the AP poll itself. Obviously, LSU was, 13 in the coaches poll? 11 in the AP poll, so the media may be putting a little more trust in LSU than opposing coaches are at this point in the preseason. But what was everyone's reaction in the room before we play the clip of Lane giving his thoughts on 11? What was everyone's reaction to where LSU came in on the preseason AP poll?
Can I ask you a question?
You sure?
Please.
Do you know how many teams that were put in the AP poll last year before the year started that finished inside the top 25?
I know there were some top 10 teams that plummeted their way
Clemson.
out, including LSU, Clemson, Penn State. So, there are 25 teams in it. I'll just go in the middle. I'll say 12 dropped out. That's what it is? Half of them dropped
Half
out?
of the AP poll before the year was not
Arizona
existent.
State, one of them too, right?
Yeah, they
Something
were ranked in the AP poll to start the season, and so and I think that was the interesting part of Lane's answer, was kind of his thoughts on that same point where the line he said was, we don't really even know who our teams are yet. How do y'all know?
Well, that's where this whole thing. And look, I've had my takes on the AP poll for a while, where I think it is an inherent advantage to be put in it, to be in the top 10, top 12, because they don't want to be wrong. People don't want to kick you out. because that means that they didn't know anything about football. But now, with the transfer portal and everything that's gone on with college football, it's nearly impossible to know who's good. They haven't played, like, none of these teams have really played together yet.
Right.
And so it's like, well, you used to be able to kind of mail this in and go, oh, Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, I guess Texas now, LSU, and then you're good. You know, you can knock out like 10 like that, Oregon, and nobody's going to bat an eye. And now, like, well,
there's so much
Indiana.
volatility now. Because, you genuinely, like, LSU was a top 10 team going into last season. Now they're top 12 going into this season. And guess what? The team is completely different. The whole thing has changed.
Right.
I don't think you would be top 11 if you didn't change anything.
No.
You renovated the whole house.
No, I mean, look at Clemson.
Yeah.
Clemson was
not in it.
Was what, what were they last year? 4?
4, I believe.
Number 4 going into that game against LSU. And this season they're going into the year unranked.
Yeah, first team out. I don't mind the preseason AP poll. I think it's mostly there for like fodder and social media. I don't put too much stock into it. My problem with the AP poll is they put too much stock into the preseason poll. Like last year, you're looking at it, Alabama loses week 1 against Florida State. This is the example I'll use. And Alabama is still in the top 25. How? Half of the country is 1-0. They are 0-1. How can you tell me an 0-1 team is ahead of a 1-0 team? It just doesn't make any sense. So I think the AP poll could be a lot better in certain areas. I don't really care. I think LSU was ranked pretty fairly. But it's just something that aggravates me throughout the entire season. But at the end of the day, the AP poll is not the one that matters. Neither is the coaches poll. It's the college football playoff rankings, which we don't get until I think it's week 8 or week 9.
But that's the thing. I mean, these do play a factor. Like you would say, they do play a factor in that ranking, right? Like you think, like
in the college football playoff rankings.
Yeah,
I don't think they play that.
Like
big
I
of a
would think
factor.
that all of these rankings, the preseason included, play a factor in where you. Because I think if you had compared the AP poll at that point in the season to the CFP poll, they probably look pretty similar. And the AP poll is kind of structured. Like LSU playing Vanderbilt was still a top 10 team. Like in the Vanderbilt, they were number 10. And I think we could all agree at that point that we had accepted LSU was not a top 10 team in the country going into that Vanderbilt game. But that's just the weight that these preseason rankings kind of carry, is that LSU coming off of all ugly games, 1 loss to Ole Miss, an ugly win against South Carolina, going into Nashville is still a top 10 team, which I just think if you watched LSU, you could tell they weren't top 10. But because they started off ranked 6, they'd made their way up to 3, they lost the one game, and then they won the next one, they were able to stay in that top 10. But here's Lane giving his thoughts on the AP poll and these preseason rankings and kind of what they mean to the program itself. Of course, it's nice fodder for us talking heads and fans. But this is the head coach of LSU talking about the AP poll as LSU comes in at number 11. I believe it's via our Mike Scarborough on Twitter.
Getting to know you, what do you think about preseason polls? You guys are ranked 11th today in the AP.
I don't think anything of it, and that's just not coach speak. I mean, I've been parts of where we've been low a year ago and finished really high, and where we've been really high and finished really low. So, now more than ever, it really shouldn't mean anything. I mean, we don't know as coaches, let alone media or coaches know other teams, because we barely know our own team how we'll play, because you have so many new players. There's no way you could figure it out, and I haven't studied it because there's no reason to, but I bet you analytics from the last 2 years of polls and where people have finished compared to where they start probably have been a long ways off compared to years ago, I guess.
At this point in camp, what things do you look for to determine whether your team is making progress?
I mean,
there's Lane giving his thoughts on the AP poll. LSU coming in at number 11 on the AP poll. And look, go ahead.
I was going to say, this is the difference between the CFP and the AP poll as of November 4th of last year. So they do bear weight with each other.
Yeah.
I do think that they use a little bit of what the AP thinks. And that's why I think it is a kind of a big deal to be, at least you just want to be around it. Like, if you're LSU, you'd love to be in exactly where you are because, like I said, I think this does bear weight, and it shouldn't, which I think is they shouldn't put out a poll until this poll, I believe. Like, the college football playoff should be the first time. Like, people are going to still do rankings in their head, and you have to have a number next to a team. It's just the way that we're conditioned whenever we think about college football, and you look like, oh, that's a matched rank up. Like, they have to play each other. It's like, oh, it's number 4 versus number 5 in week 1. It's like, oh, great game.
Right.
But we have no clue if it's going to be a good game or not. Like LSU, Wisconsin, that is not a good football. It was a fun football game to watch. It wasn't a good football game between. Same thing, LSU, Clemson.
Clemson last year. I mean, it's a top 10 matchup. Those were not two top 10 teams.
Neither were in the top 25.
Right. And so it is like it bears weight, and but like even just from the standpoint of looking at the AP poll, like when I was looking at where LSU was slated at number 11, that's around the range. I think when we talked about it a couple weeks back, we thought they would come in both polls is around that 10 to 15 range, just kind of right on the outside of the top 10 looking in. I don't know if there were any teams in the top 10 that at this current standing I would put LSU ahead of. Like, I mean, majority of the teams in that top 10 minus Texas were all playoff teams last year. Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Notre Dame. Well, Notre Dame wasn't, but you know how that goes. Texas, Indiana, Miami, A&M, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, then LSU. LSU in front of Texas Tech, Alabama, BYU, South California, Michigan, Washington, Penn State, SMU, Tennessee, Utah, Iowa, Houston, Louisville, and Missouri. That is the full top 25. LSU coming in at number 11, looking in to the top 10. And on their schedule this season, they will face number 5, number 8, number 9, number 13, and number 20, all at some point here in the 2026 football season. But like I said, I don't think I would put LSU ahead of any of those teams in front of them. Majority of those teams have either a returning quarterback or, like Indiana and Miami, went and got one of the top quarterbacks out of the portal in Hoover and Mensah. And so I understand why those guys are top 10. LSU right on the outside, kind of in a prove-it spot, just like we said with the coaches poll. They've got a roster that everyone, the media probably believes is a top 10 roster, a coaching staff that they probably believe is a top 10 coaching staff, but we're going to put you right on the outside looking in so you can go prove it. And you'll have an opportunity week 1 to go and prove it. And then you'll have a top 10 matchup probably in week 3. And then another top 10 matchup in week 4. And so you could look up and see LSU jump into the top 5 come week 5 of the season. But that's why they're sitting right there, because you'll learn so much about who LSU is in that first month of the year. They're sitting right outside the top 10, and they could be dropping down the list or jumping up that list come week number 4 of the season, because in that first 4 weeks, that first month of football, they'll play Clemson, and then they'll have 2 top 10 teams, one on the road, one at home. You'll know who LSU is, and that's when you'll see the AP poll adjust. But as of right now, I look at 11 as kind of just a prove it. Same with 13 in the coaches poll. It's like, this is where we think they should be. Go out there and show us on the field, and we'll act accordingly.
I wish I could have asked this question in a way in which it was, 5 years ago, like before the portal. Because where do you think LSU would be if it had just hired Lane Kiffin? Like, I know you have to take into account the roster now, but if they had just made a coaching change, because I think that's the whole thing, right? Is why LSU was so high, is because of the portal and Lane Kiffin. But if you had just made a coaching change, I'd be interested to see what. So,
like, say LSU has the same exact roster as last season, and just makes the coaching change. I would say they probably are they're ranked for sure. Even after dropping off the top 25 last season, I think if you make that change, I still think you would
probably
find
like
them
15.
ranked. Because, I mean, they would look and say, well, this is a top 20 defense returning, and now you've added Lane Kiffin in that offense.
You fixed the problem.
And I don't know if they'd have them at 11, but they'd be a top 20 team.
Yeah, and also for the context of this conversation, where do you think Texas Tech would be if they had Sorsby?
Oh, they'd be, top 10.
They should be. They should be 8 if they had Sorsby.
Yeah.
Because to me, the way I look at this list, like, it's clearly, to me at least, like, segmented into tiers of teams. The top 7 is the top 7. Like, look, do I think I would have certain teams rearranged inside of it. Yeah, for sure. But the top 7 is the top 7. And then to me, 8 through 13 are the prove it teams. I think those are the swing teams in the Big 12, and then obviously it's 5 SEC teams. Those are the prove it teams where I think half of them will make the playoff, half of them will probably have pretty disappointing seasons. I'm a little lower on A&M, specifically this season. I don't want to sound hypocritical because I do love Elko and what he's doing there, but I think they're going to be a little bit worse this season than number 8. Yep. But then after 8 through 13, again, I don't care about the order really. That's the tier. And then I think 14 through 19 is the next tier, and then 20 through 25 is 20 through 25. So I think they did a good job, and I'm fine with where LSU is ranked.
How do you differentiate the 14 to 19 to the 19 to 25 tier? You said prove it was 8 to 13, so what are those 2 tiers?
14 to 19, I think, are teams that if they can go and steal a game that they probably shouldn't win on their schedule, like USC. USC plays, I believe it's Oregon and Indiana. That's what it is. If they can steal one of those games and win the other games that they're meant to win, USC is a playoff team. Those are I wouldn't say dark horse. I think dark horse is too low for those teams, but those are teams that aren't necessarily favored to make the playoff. But if they, one or two plays against a really good team, they're definitely in the hunt. Especially SMU, who plays in the ACC. Penn State has a really weak schedule. Washington has a pretty manageable schedule. And then I cut it off at 19 personally, because I'm not a fan of Tennessee at all. I know a couple people also share that. I would have Utah ahead of Tennessee, and I would be happy to put Utah in that tier of 14 through 19. But yeah, not a big fan of Tennessee, so that's where I would cut it off.
Yeah, I would say 1 through 7 is kind of from the standpoint of your favorites to be locks to get in.
You should all make it in. Yeah.
8 through 13 is kind of play your way out of it.
Right.
And then 14 to 19 are the ones that can play their way into it. Mm-hmm. And then 20 through 25 are kind of like your sleepers.
Right.
The teams that you think have good rosters, but you don't really trust specific aspects.
There are some question marks. For
but I like where LSU slated. I think where they are from, just thinking about it, right? Like Lloyd said, you were a team that went 7-6 a year ago and slid out of the top 25 and didn't have any real momentum going for you until you fire Brian Kelly. Then you pick up a little momentum. You still don't play well. You squeak by Arkansas, you barely beat Western Kentucky, and you get in dogfights with Alabama and Oklahoma. And granted, had opportunities to finish the season 4-0 with those games. You obviously don't. You end up going 7-5. And then you go into the bowl game and lose against Houston. But then you see what Lane Kiffin has done, how he's revived this program, and now has them slated at number 11 going in the AP poll. Look, like Lane said, and that's the part of the answer I appreciate, there is so much volatility that you don't know what these – so how can you really rank them if the coaches don't even know what their teams are going to be? But I think this is a credit to the coaching staff and the roster that's been assembled. It's essentially saying LSU, we believe, is a top 10 roster, but there is that lack of continuity in a sense because so much has changed that we're going to put them at 11 and see if they can play their way in.
One more question for you.
Let's hear it.
Any interest in who's at never forget. 9,
of course, 9 and 11. Look, I think
because I'm sure they're doing a little dance.
Of course. I think the reason why they're ranked at 9 is it's Trinidad and Kiwan.
Yeah.
I think genuinely it is a proven product at quarterback and running back that you've seen do it in that uniform. But at the same time, like Wyatt said, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 are all the gap between those numbers minute, very small. I think essentially LSU and Ole Miss are ranked in the same exact spot and kind of have to prove themselves. They're right on the outside of that top 7 looking in. Both have expectations that they could be playoff teams. They got to play their way into it. They rank them close to one another. They rank Ole Miss ahead, which I understand because there's not as much roster turnover in Oxford. But guess what? What they're banking on is week number 3 when College Game Day goes to Oxford, Mississippi, and Ole Miss finally gets that night game because Lane Kiffin and LSU are delivering it on a silver platter. they'll have two probably top 10 teams, definitely top 11 teams that'll play for that spot. Like, as of right now, they're basically ranked in the same spot. It'll be the same come week 3, and it'll be, hey, whichever one of you wants to be a top 10 team, go out there and win it on September 19th. Why were you surprised to see Ole Miss at 9 and LSU ranked behind them?
No, not at all. Listen, would I disagree? Yeah, for sure. But like I said, 8 through 13, I think that's a jumble of teams that's all pretty similar. And like you said, it is difficult to rank teams before we've seen any football on the field. So to me, if I was an AP poll voter, and I think they did a good job in this ranking, list it out kind of in segments, in tiers like they did, and then let the teams fight it out. And LSU and Ole Miss, we can argue about it right now, but like you said, they're going to play in week 3.
Right.
They're probably both going to be 2-0 and ranked in the top 11 or top 10, and we'll know after week 3 what it is. Same thing with Texas A&M at 8. You're going to know who's better out of LSU and Texas A&M coming out of week 4. So I think they did a good job. I'm not surprised Ole Miss is ahead. Like you said, it's Trinidad and Kewan. It's that effect right there. They have the best quarterback and the best running back. And look, they're going to be a good team. It's not an incredulous thing to say to be Ole Miss is a top 10 team. They finished in the semifinals last year. They brought back the best quarterback, best running back in the country. So let it play out on the field.
And that's where, with Lane Kiffin's statement, there's so many people that, because he was trying to write people's perspective back in the spring when he said, look, the reason why I came to LSU, you might not see in year 1. You'll see it come year 3, come year 5. What he's not saying, what people thought he was saying, was the same thing BK said. Judge me on year 3. That's not what he said. What he's saying is, you might not fully see the reason in year 1. Because guess what? Lane left the cupboard pretty full in Oxford. Mm-hmm. Left them in a pretty good spot to where there's not that much pressure on Pete Golding to build a program, because he's just kind of keeping it going in the Lane era, essentially, holding on to that. Lane is starting something from the bottom in Baton Rouge and trying to build it. Now, it's a credit to how well he's done that what he left in Ole Miss and what he's now built at LSU are basically neck and neck in the rankings. That shows you how impressive this offseason has been for LSU. But Ole Miss should be a top 15 team, top 12 team going into the season, because that's what Lane Kiffin left for them. That's why they should be appreciative and thankful. Thank you, Lane Kiffin, should be said by Ole Miss fans for what he's left in Oxford for them. Thank you should be said by LSU fans for what he's built here in Baton Rouge. Mm-hmm. But like Lane said, you won't fully see it until year 3, year 4, a couple years down the line, when guess what? The remnants that Lane left Pete in Oxford are gone, and Pete's got to do it on his own. And Lane, who's already got this machine humming in Baton Rouge, is able to put together a couple of recruiting classes, like this 26 class from last year, the 27 class coming up, 28, 29, and what you've seen Louisiana have, in addition to what he's been able to do in the portal, then you'll really see the difference. The difference between the two might not be that big year 1, because it's going to be much bigger year 4. Mm-hmm. But it's 1,000% a credit to Lane Kiffin, the job he's done, that what he left in Oxford is ranked number 9, what he's now built at LSU is ranked number 11.
Never forget.
And I think the fact that Ole Miss is ranked number 9 is more of a prove-it spot for their coaching staff. Mm-hmm. Because now you're Ole Miss, you're ranked number 9, going 8-4 this season, which is completely possible to happen. They play LSU, Texas, Oklahoma, Georgia this season. That's 4 top 11 teams. So if they go 8-4 and you were ranked preseason number 9, that's not a good look for their coaching staff, right? That's way different than if they had been unranked and, the cupboard was not left very full by Lane Kiffin and they go 8-4. That's way different. And I think it is similar to the Nick Saban thing leaving LSU. I know he went to the NFL, but the farther away you got from Nick Saban being at LSU, the more you could tell. The bigger the gap got. Now, Les Miles did a good job for a couple of years. Obviously, 2011 was great. But the farther and farther away you got, the harder it became. And I think that's what you're going to see at Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. The farther you get away from Lane Kiffin, the worse and worse it's going to get. You already kind of saw it in the playoff Looked great against Tulane, right? Looked good against Georgia. You saw a couple of cracks that were some bad malpractice coaching issues. And then against Miami, like, your offense was solid, but Trinidad should have thrown like 4 interceptions in that game. If Miami can just catch the ball defensively, that game's not even close. And then you got torn up by Carson Beck, an objectively not great quarterback. So you're going to see it like game after game. Yeah. The farther you get away from the Lane Kiffin era in Ole Miss, the worse it's going to get.
Because I will say, to compare the Alabama-LSU thing, the reason why you'll really see it is because the gap between LSU and Ole Miss is much bigger than the gap between Alabama and LSU. But I'll ask you, Lloyd, I'm going to twist one of your questions to ask you. If Ole Miss's coaching staff stays the same and they have the same roster essentially going into where are they ranked in the AP poll? Like, say they still lose to Miami, even with Lane as the coach, but Lane is still there. They still have Princewill. They still have Daugherty, and they have the quarterback and the running back. Where are they ranked?
That you could take it 2 ways. I think. I mean, 9 is very, very, very favorable for them. Which could also be terrible for them. Like you said, if they go 8-4 and you started at 9, it's like, oh, that was the precipitous fall off that we weren't thinking about because we're ranked 9 in the country, ranked ahead of LSU. Like, Lane Kiffin doesn't matter, and then you start if you do lose week 1 and week 3, and it's like, never mind. Like, that happened faster than anything of Nick Saban and Les Miles. Yeah, but if they had retained Lane,
they're at least above A&M.
7.
I was going to say 6. I was going to say that I would put them. I think they probably jump Indiana, even with Indiana being the reigning national champions.
Right. I just think
the roster quarterback turnover that I think
at some point 6, you had to put Indiana in there.
Right.
Because if you keep going, they'd be like Indiana's 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I feel like if they had Lane, if they still had Lane in that staff.
I mean, I was going to put him up, but I wanted to put him 4.
No, it's not that if they out of the realm of possibility. Like, if that's the case, they're probably a top 5 team.
Are they the second-ranked SEC team if they return all that? I don't know. Because, Georgia and Texas obviously top of the mountain right now in terms of, roster construction and everything. And on paper, they look amazing. But is Ole Miss, if they retain everything, really the second?
If would they beat Georgia?
I think.
Would they put them as the third best SEC team?
You can make an argument to put them first-ranked SEC.
No, I agree.
What I would say is I think they are at worst number 8, and I know that doesn't sound like a massive jump because they're only going up 1 spot, but what I think is, I talked about it in the tiers and the segments, they jump from that second prove it segment to in that first tier where it's you should make the playoff. Yeah. You have no excuse to not make the playoff. Yeah. So that's what I think. That's a massive addition to them if they can keep Lane and Charlie Weiss and the entire offensive staff. And so also, I know this isn't part of the question, if they would have retained those, I think they build the roster a little bit differently, and I think you feel a little bit better about their offensive line, their offensive tackle situation, which I think is going to be something that plagues them this season. But yeah, I think they jump into that top tier.
Yeah, I genuinely think if Lane stays like Lloyd said, 9 is a great spot for them right now.
Yeah.
It is very, very nice by the AP voters. But like I said, they're putting it in the position where it's kind of you've got to play your way out of it. Mm-hmm. LSU and Ole Miss are going to be matched up week 3, ranked kind of in the same spot. Go win it. Whoever wins it stays in the top 10. The other one drops out.
I'd be hard pressed to say they'd be 1. I mean, they return 2 Heisman hopefuls, running back, quarterback, leading tackler, sack leader.
Yeah.
Balled out in the playoff.
They would have
bring back Golding, who had I guess he did well.
Yeah, you just keep the status quo on defense, and you won't really think about it.
Everything's cohesive, and then like Wyatt said, build the offensive.
No, the pressure would
be 1 or 2, huh?
The pressure would have been immensely bigger going into this year if Lane was still in Oxford.
Yeah,
they would have. It would be like national championship or bust for Ole Miss.
And for Lane, never won one.
Right.
It'd be like, this is the year.
And so don't hate LSU being at 11. I agree with Lane Kiffin's statement of what does it really mean? How can you really do this? I completely agree because, like he said, they don't really know their roster. So how can the media know their roster? How can you really rank it? Essentially what's being said with LSU at 11 is that they have a top 10 level roster. They have a top 10 level coaching staff. They're a top 10 team. but the pressure's on LSU to go prove it and make it happen.
I also thought this was interesting. I looked at the coaches poll and the AP poll, and what we had come out of SEC Media Day saying was Alabama kind of felt like a dud. LSU was talk of the town, right? Mm-hmm. In the coaches poll, you have Alabama ranked at 11, LSU at 13. In the AP poll, voted on by the press and the media, LSU 11, Alabama 13. So you kind of flip-flop spots around Texas Tech there. So, I mean, that feels pretty consistent with what we were saying outside of SEC Media Days, but I thought that was kind of a little surprising.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think coaches probably recognize Alabama's roster, recognize the logo, and I think media is lower. I think media are lower on Alabama than coaches probably are.
I think the media's vibe checking it a little bit.
And as they should. I think the vibes are bad. So
I think the coaches thing with Alabama is they know how good Keelan Russell is.
Right.
And I think from the media perspective, like I do it even, like I kind of need to see it. But at the same time, Keelan Russell is every bit of like a special quarterback prospect, and that's a guy like I don't
think he
trust.
Ultimately gets it.
Yeah, 100%. Even if Austin Mack is the starter week 1, I think at a certain point throughout the season it ends up being Keelan Russell. His talent is just too immense to pass up, and I think that's a guy. As much as I have been a little bit down on Alabama, like I think they're not going to be as physical up front as they have been in recent years. I don't trust their running game or their offensive line. I'm not crazy about their wide receiver room. Keelan Russell is absolutely a guy that if he plays to the potential, he can cover all of those things up, and that's a guy who could be in New York for the Heisman ceremony. Now, I'm not betting on that. It's hard to bet on that for a first-time starter, but that's absolutely something that could happen.
I was low on Ty Simpson going into the year.
Yeah.
And genuinely thought it was possible Keelan Russell would have been the quarterback starting against LSU in week 8, 9, whatever week that is.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely, because the talent is that. Like, he was a 3-star when he committed to Alabama, ends up going into his senior year, plays himself up to a 5-star, like a legit 5-star. Everybody looked at it like, oh, Bama bump up to a 5-star. No, he played himself into it, and he was really, really good. So, but I do want to play one more clip of Lane Kiffin. This was via our friends over at WBRZ. Shout out to Caldwell and the crew over there. But Lane was asked about a social media video that was posted that we did play live here on Tingle & Co. yesterday morning. So I believe it's been taken off social media.
It has.
But if you want to see it, it's on our show yesterday. So go find that when we were talking to Roe. And Lloyd kept it, because that's how we do it around here. Big J journalism.
Screen record this real quick.
But he was asked about that, asked about Leavitt's movement, his ability to move, because you saw Leavitt running in said video posted by social media. I thought this was a really nice soundbite from Kiffin. And, of course, one of the big topics of Leavitt's health that obviously looked exquisite in that social media clip.
Oh, I'm still downloading it.
Because and Lane was obviously, like, he gets asked the question, and I kind of want to get people, like, everyone's thoughts on his reaction to it, right? Because he was asked about the social media clip explicitly, and he kind of had a specific reaction to, one, that part of the question, the social media clip, and then two, the part of the question of Leavitt's health specifically. And so it was pretty interesting to hear him give his thoughts and him react the way he did to that question in the press conference yesterday. Yesterday's presser wasn't anything groundbreaking, but I thought this was obviously the most intriguing reaction and answer that you could maybe take something from, because he was kind of caught off guard by said social media video, like maybe unaware that it had originally been posted. And then you can see that in his reaction to the question being asked. And then, of course, gives his answer on the quarterback's health, which is on the top of everyone's mind. Because, I mean, I will say, Lloyd, would you agree, in that video looked pretty healthy?
Leavitt?
Yeah.
Absolutely. My thing is, like, I get Lane likes to play things close to the vest. Also funny that not on social media is on social media, because he immediately sees it, like, take that down. But, I mean, how are you... I don't think you're going to sneak up on anybody. Everybody's going to assume that Sam Leavitt is healthy, right? Like, if you're an opponent, if that's what he's worried about, like, you're not trying to necessarily gatekeep the fact that Sam Leavitt is running unless he's not supposed to be. But it seemed like he was, I want to say, as close to 100% as he said he is.
I think he looks pretty 100% to me.
And the only caveat to that is, I wonder how he felt on when was the scrimmage Saturday? How he felt on Sunday and Monday. People were saying that were at practice that it was his. He was off that day.
Uneven.
Uneven. I think it probably is. It probably felt more sore than it's felt all year. considering he hasn't had to go full pads yet, and that was the first time that it seemed like it was full go.
Yeah. The first real football action since the injury.
Yeah. Oh, it's muted over here. See, I have to download it. Fucking thing.
That's okay.
I hate this so much.
Essentially, Lane's reaction to the clip was didn't realize that had been posted, didn't see that, not very happy about it. Like, he essentially just wasn't happy that the clip was put out. I think the verbatim reaction was, let's see, I think I have it in here.
I believe they ended up taking it down.
They did. Yeah, they ended up taking down the video because you could tell he was not that happy that it was released. Because it wasn't anything that was crazy to see. Like, it wasn't anything you were showing off, anything behind the scenes, but you could just see Leavitt's health and how good it was. Because he was moving, he was running around, he scores a touchdown, extends the ball into the end zone, the whole thing looked full go, 100% healthy. And I just thought it was interesting from Lane Kiffin's standpoint because we say how close he likes to play things to the vest, and I thought that was as
guarded.
Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard in a sense because I didn't think anything in the video was that crazy. The Leavitt aspect of it. You could see him running, but I mean, he's out there at practice every day without any gear on that foot. He doesn't have extra. It's not. He looks fine. Doesn't have a brace on. Whatever. He looks fully healthy. He's moved well on some of the other things you've been able to see. They've posted pictures of him, running with the football. This was just the first time they put out a full video clip, and you could see him running around on the football field. And I didn't think it was that crazy, but I was just intrigued. Why? What was your reaction to Lane's kind of surprise and maybe distaste for that video being released?
Yeah, I mean, I would love it if they would get on the same page a little bit there. I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. Like you said, I would love to know what it is about that video that he doesn't want people to see, I guess, because, I mean, Sam Leavitt did his media availability, last week, 2 weeks ago, and said he's 100%. Been 100% for months. So what is it you think of when you hear Sam Leavitt's been 100% for months? It's him running the ball around, being able to move around in the backfield, making off-platform throws. And yeah, as a team, if you're Clemson playing against LSU, preparing for LSU, you're not going to prepare for Sam Leavitt to be unhealthy. You're going to prepare for him to be 100% healthy and be at his absolute full power. And if he's not, then good for you. So, it's an interesting comment for sure. I didn't expect it, but let's hope they're on the same page going forward. I think they will.
You mentioned Sam. You guys released via social media some clips from Saturday. He looked like he was really moving. I guess, what did you like about him getting as close to live reps as possible from Saturday?
Yeah, I didn't know we released those, so I don't know what's on there. Don't know that I'm happy about that. He's moved great, and really, we knew obviously what an athlete was, especially 2 years ago on film. And but he moves around great. Got out of a lot of trouble with some great pass rush and great pressures that came at him, and some that came free Saturday.
My favorite part about it is a very, which you've learned kind of throughout this period of learning Lane Kiffin as your coach, as the LSU coach, things that have to do with health, he wants to be the one that kind of writes the narrative on that for LSU. When you ask him about, because there's multiple guys missing from practice, Malik Blockton, Harlem Berry, Jordan Ross weren't at practice yesterday. He was asked about that. Hey, they're all fine. When he was asked about Winnie Watkins and potentially what could be going on last week, Winnie will be back. When he's been asked about Damian Shanklin, this doesn't seem injury-related, but he is, one, not too forthcoming with information, and two, anything to do with health, Lane is writing the narrative. Lane is putting out the message, nothing else. That's it. You can assume whatever you want to assume. You can mumble whatever you want to mumble. The message being put out about health and about injuries is all fully controlled by the head coach, which is how it's supposed to be. That's why I found it interesting, because Lane is this is how he handles things. This is a serious program now. This is not what LSU has been, which is this silly program that maybe tells you too much or or lies to you, right,
Yeah.
from the head coach. Like, what you are now is a head coach. He's not lying to you about any of these situations. He's just not telling you because why do you get to know?
You don't have to.
And on top of that, because if you get to know, so does everybody else. And the narratives, the messaging, all of those things around player health and around what would be the biggest weakness of this team, the real one thing that can hurt this team would be injuries. This LSU football
in that clip though.
He does. He looks awesome.
Yeah.
Did you just go back and watch it?
Yeah.
Nice. We've talked about this team, the depth they have at certain spots, the lack of depth at others, the top-end talent that they have. This is a top 10 roster in the sport. I think we can all accept that. I think that is universally known. What could really throw it off? An injury. Maybe an injury on that offensive line, potentially an injury in the wide receiver room, the tight end room, right? An injury at corner. What really throw it off is an injury at quarterback. And Lane Kiffin is in full control of the messaging around that state of his team. LSU is a serious program again. We've all kind of got to adjust to it. They're big dogs, like they're supposed to be. And what do big dogs do? What is Lane Kiffin? Like, Lane Kiffin's been this way always. Let's not forget about that. He used to put the whole roster on the injury report as questionable. Because you don't get to know who's questionable and who's not. And what you're seeing now is Lane is in full control of the narratives and the messaging around the state of his roster. And when he sees something that maybe he's not the biggest fan of, he didn't want those clips of Sam Leavitt out. And I would go to say something like that probably doesn't happen again.
No.
You know? There's not going to be another social media clip that goes out and they're like, Lane doesn't really like that you posted that. Because from now on, what's going to happen? Lane, are you okay with this? You good with this? Which you would think maybe would have been happening regardless. But he wants to be in control of the messaging around those things. He wants to tell you in a press conference, Sam Leavitt's moving well, looking really good. A couple of free blitzers, was able to manipulate the pocket, move around, and make plays happen. He wants to tell you that, not the social media clip for everyone to see. And I just think it's exactly what we said last week. And we'll have a YouTube video posted about it today on our channel of LSU's handling things like a serious program again. And I say again, maybe for the first time since Nick. I mean, Rose said it last week when he was in here. So much of what he's witnessed about this program reminds him of what? The LSU he played for. Who was Rohan Davies' head coach, LC, when he was at LSU?
Nick Saban.
Rose sees the similarities between the two, and that's straight from a guy that's been there. I can say it all I want. I wasn't even sentient for the Nick Saban era of LSU football, so you can take what I say with a grain of salt. When Rohan Davies sits in this chair and he says it, I would maybe write it down. I would maybe put a star next to it, highlight it potentially. Because that's a guy that he played in it, he practiced in it.
Well, and he's seen everything since then.
Right.
Like, he's seen the differences between how it was when he practiced at LSU and when he practiced and how Nick Saban ran things versus being able to go back and look at practice under Les or Ed or Brian Kelly, and now it's under Lane Kiffin. He says, this feels familiar. And it was. Like, even for us being able to go to, look, we've been able to see Ed Orgeron practices and Brian Kelly practices, and we all left going, this is markedly different than what we've experienced by being just a bystander. But you can tell that this is like kind of the direction. He knows what he's doing, and people forget about Lane Kiffin, the football coach, as opposed to like Lane Kiffin, the person that's paying attention to social. Because, I mean, God forbid if you're that, I don't think you were very high up on the totem pole.
Right.
If you're working for the LSU, like whoever put that out.
Whatever intern it was.
Somebody's in trouble that isn't
Some
actually
student.
in charge.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be like, oh, do you hear what Lane said? It's like, oh, man, I thought I did pretty good. Like,
That's a pretty cool video I thought.
Yeah, I did good, right? Like, no, why would you put that in there? We've been not talk. He's been the talk of not being able to move. He's like, well, I'll throw it in there. Like a little Easter egg. Like, no, everybody breaks these down now because we don't have any access.
Mm-hmm.
So from the media standpoint, we did the same thing with Nussmeier last year when he saw the stomach stitches he had. You're like, oh, look at that. I was like, probably shouldn't have put it out.
Yeah, probably shouldn't post that.
But this is different. It's Sam Leavitt healthy.
Right.
And, like, cutting all the way across the football field, scoring a touchdown. You're like, okay, if he can do that, he can play.
Yeah. And my favorite part about it is that is going to be such an important part of this team. I think that's also what Lane knows and what Lane's talking about. Like Leavitt's ability to maneuver, create plays, and use his legs is going to be so vital for this team. Mm-hmm. If you don't have that number one wide receiver to go out and always be open, right, if they take away Trey-Dez, right? Because that, when you think back to Sam's time at Arizona State, who was he throwing to, Christian?
Jordan Tyson.
There you go.
Hamstring boy.
And there were some times where Sam was just like, screw it, I'm throwing it to zero. Like that's where I'm going to go with the football. Because Jordan Tyson was a true wide receiver one. LSU on this team doesn't really have that outside of their tight end, who's going to be split out wide a bunch and essentially is wide receiver one. They've got extremely talented guys around him. Jace Brown, Winnie Watkins, Trey Wilson, I think is going to be huge. Like they have those pieces. Jackson Harris, Trey Brown. Like they've got the pieces, but they don't have that true one. They don't have that Jordan Tyson, right? And so what are you going to need? You're going to have that run game, and your quarterback's going to have to be able to make plays and use his legs. That's the other piece of it, is that's how important his legs are going to be. Might be why Lane handles this the way he does, because it's that vital to the success of this team is Sam Leavitt's ability to run. I mean, at a practice last week, they were working speed option. Did LSU ever run the speed option with Garrett Nussmeier?
Mm-mm.
I don't even know if they ran the speed option with Jaden.
They might have done it once or twice. I don't remember it.
Not
I
intentionally.
mean, I know they ran the triple option with Jaden handoff, Mason Taylor.
Yes.
Mason Taylor drag route, but yeah, I mean, like, look, your season hinges on this guy. Mm-hmm. It does. Like, that's how important he is, and his legs are just as important as his arm on this team.
Yeah.
In this offense, in this system, with this roster potentially even as well, that's how vital his ability to move is going to be. And Lane wants to be in control of the messaging around his quarterback's health, and I appreciate it.
Also interested to see. It was kind of the first time that this was broached, talking about Trey-Dez Green, because you saw Roman Mothershed get some work in the tight ends room. They're clearly looking for another option there. Like, I haven't really thought. All we've said is Trey-Dez Green, Trey-Dez Green, Trey-Dez Green. When it comes to tight end, you're fine. It's like he's going to get split out a ton more than we've seen at LSU, and rightfully so. I don't know if they've found maybe that other piece to be like that end line. It was Bo Bordelon. Now he's playing. Like, he's not going to be there to change jerseys.
Right.
And so they're still they brought in the cat from Oregon, and who else did they have?
Malachi Thomas.
Malachi Thomas. And so
And they've got they got J.D. LaFleur,
J.C.
Anderson, a freshman. Interesting. It was intriguing to see, because I kind of had the opposite thought of it, of less they're moving Mothershed there because they just initially. I didn't think they were moving Mothershed there because they need help tight end wise. I looked at it as moving him there to maybe get him on the field more.
Right.
From that standpoint. That was my first reaction. Like, I know Lane answered about it when he was asked about Mothershed being moved to tight end and his thoughts there. I believe it is in here. He said, "We held Trey-Dez today as just a normal type of decision, so we just ran Mothershed there on some routes, things like that. But Roman's doing well outside, and he's been playing well for us and making big plays." My thought was that they're kind of like maybe looking for ways to get him on the field.
Yeah.
Because they do like what they have, and maybe Jackson Harris, Trey Brown, Trey Wilson, Winnie Watkins, Jace Brown, like those guys. Maybe it's hard for Mothershed to crack the wide receiver rotation, but he is a playmaker. Where could he be a playmaker at?
And he's like, and body-wise, not that different. Like, doesn't have the same weight as Trey-Dez.
Right.
But another big-bodied guy that you can use in the similar situation.
D. Anderson and Stephon Sullivan. Mm-hmm. Remember that? You had a basketball team at wide receiver, and you run them on end arounds.
Yeah, great play call.
Great play call.
Fourth down.
Got in the end
zone.
zone.
Gotta get it. Use every inch of him. Why would you want to do that with like that?
If Trey-Dez Green ever
Stretch it
ran
out.
an end around, I'd probably faint. But I did think that part was interesting as well. And I do think it'll be interesting to see who kind of steps up in that role, because Zach Grace is kind of an H-back, less of an inline tight end and kind of more of a fullback, essentially.
Yeah.
And then you do have Malachi Thomas, who still, to me, isn't – and he's still kind of a receiving tight end from that standpoint. And I think he's going to get to play a good bit. J.D. LaFleur is interesting to me because he's a tank of a man. Like, he is massive. and he's obviously a legacy. He's his dad, of course, played at LSU. He's from Sulphur. He's 6'6", 254 pounds. He's put together. It'll be interesting to see if he gets any run, kind of what they do from an inline blocking standpoint, because I do think Trey Dez is going to be split out wide a bunch. And I think Mothershed will kind of be maybe in that similar role. What you got over there?
I was just looking up J.D. LaFleur, and it's Bryce Underwood thrown in Tiger Stadium. J.D. LaFleur.
Shout out.
That motherfucker had the keys to the kingdom.
He sure did. He was similar to the Lagway Napier situation.
Yeah.
I would say kind of Heupel and Faison Brandon.
Yep.
Maybe even Russell and DeBoer. See how it goes with this one that you've got. And if it doesn't go well,
yeah, you mess this one up.
Right,
it's gonna get.
We might
rocky.
close the door.
Right.
Don't forget about our friends at Bally's Baton Rouge Casino Hotel. We appreciate Bally's and their partnership with Tingle & Co.
Did somebody say Bally's?
There it is. They are the place to be for an LSU game day weekend, whether it's home or away. That is where Tiger fans stay and play. At Bally's Baton Rouge Casino and Hotel. It is a stone's throw away from Tiger Stadium, about a 2-mile drive from the stadium itself, right there by the 13th gate, all of that. They've got great garage parking. They also have valet that will take care of your car for you. The hotel is excellent. It is a great location right there down the street from Tiger Stadium to stay. And then, of course, they have 25,000 square feet of Vegas-style gaming, great food, and some of the biggest TV screens in the city. So for a away weekend, maybe even a home game weekend, Thursday night football, Sunday NFL football, there are some huge TVs for you to go hang out and watch football at Bally's. We appreciate our partners over at Bally's Baton Rouge Casino and Hotel. And that is where Tiger fans stay on a game day weekend and maybe even play on a game day or a home or away weekend. We appreciate Bally's Baton Rouge Casino and Hotel. We'll take a quick break here. Come right back. More Tingle & Co. right after this.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Branning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Granding at GOMART on the Go Deli.
GOMART has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's a repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
All right, welcome back here as we close out this Tuesday morning show. We appreciate it. Everybody getting in here and starting their morning with us at Tingle & Co. Of
Somebody
course,
got Bally'd. C-Dub.
I see that. Hey, we appreciate you appreciating our sponsor.
Yes.
And I'm telling you one thing. That's going to keep the partnership alive whenever they're a part of this team and your Tingle & Co. team returns some cash back, you know?
That's right.
It's always appreciated. So good job, C-Dub. We appreciate you.
At Bally's, everybody's a winner.
That's it.
Just like
that's
the Red Dragon.
There you go. Great video, Harlan Berry, you played during the break right there.
Is that allowed?
I believe this one, I would assume, has gone through the
proper channels.
The proper channels.
What do you think about the basketball goal?
I love it.
This is a really good question.
I don't like how it's already associated with Ole Miss because I fucking love it. I love being able to go, hey! But the problem is Ole Miss already did it, so I don't really want to do that.
See, my thing, I don't care about the it actually being a basketball goal. I care about it being something that Lane Kiffin does to like energize the guys on the sidelines, and I don't like when people are like, oh, like LSU fans are like, oh, we hired Lane Kiffin. This is going to be awesome. He's going to turn around the program. Right. And then you turn around and be like, oh, well, I don't want Lane Kiffin to do that. The thing that he's done for years now to maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. But he obviously think it has some sort of effect on the players. So, okay, great. Bring it to Baton Rouge.
No, I think that's true. I think, look, you can feel how you feel about the specifics of it. I think what it represents is the bigger picture of exactly what you were trying to do, which was re-energize this program, which had been dying. Like, it was in a bad place before Lane got here. And that's one of the things I appreciated. I believe On3 had a write-up yesterday, and they said in it like that the energy was different at that scrimmage on Saturday. Like, there's a different vibe, a different energy around this program since Lane Kiffin's arrived. And we can all feel it from a fan base perspective, right? Like, we feel the energy as LSU fans. You know, you're maybe more excited about what this season has in store. But I think Shea said it in his write-up. A final tidbit before I keep making calls today for more information on the close scrimmage. Lane Kiffin brought the basketball goal back out, and evidently it was used a handful of times by both the offense and defense. Sources who were on staff for the Brian Kelly era and now into the Kiffin era said the entire energy on the sidelines is different now, and that translates to the field. That was something people noticed that was lacking during the Brian Kelly era. I don't think that will be an issue moving forward. And so whether you like the goal specifically or not, because look, could some things go wrong whenever they're jumping up and dunking on the side, like rolling an ankle or something of that sort? Yes. Like, that's one part you're going to think about. So many different things. You could think it's childish, and this is an old tradition program like LSU where that. I'm cool off all that. I'm glad it's bringing positive vibes back on that sideline, energy, excitement back on that sideline, and if it works for the players, because this is what football turns into now. This is how the game has changed. You're not doing things to appease the fans quite as much anymore, because what have we learned? What ultimately appeases the fans? Winning, right? If you're in the portal or not, the fans don't care if you win. If you're spending NIL, some fans like it, some fans hate it. Guess what? Win. All of these things, people are on either side of the fence. Fine. You can talk about it. You can argue about it if you want. Ultimately, what it comes down to is winning. So some fans are going to be for the goal. Some fans are going to be against it. Now in college sports, if you're a serious program, you don't really care about what the public has to say. What you care about is what? Winning. And if this helps keep the energy up and keeps the vibes high on the sideline for these guys, and it keeps everyone bought in on what's going on, so even if maybe you run through some obstacles, you come out the other side with a smile on your face, ready to rep LSU and potentially maybe get an interception to go between the legs, windmill on the sideline. Hey, like Chrissy said. On a head. Then I'm all for it, because the greatest tradition at LSU, there's a lot of good ones, right? What are some really good traditions LSU has?
Suck that tiger dick, bitch.
That's a good one. There you go.
Calling
it's a good
Baton
one.
Rouge.
These are all really good traditions. You know what my favorite tradition LSU has is?
Winning.
Winning. Like, ultimately, it's winning. Would I be upset?
It ain't called Loser Hill.
If there you go. It's Victory Hill. Would I be upset if they maybe dropped some of the traditions that they've always had? Yeah, because those are things I hold closely to my heart. But the tradition I would hate them to lose the most would be the winning one.
And that's happened.
So maybe LSU's this traditional buttoned-up program that doesn't dunk a goal on the sidelines to some fans. I don't care. Win. And if dunking a basketball goal after an interception or a touchdown, when Harlan Berry breaks one off for 45 yards and gets in the end zone, like the home run hitter that he is.
Well, what if he did that?
Because he wants to 360 dunk on the sideline, good with me. And that was one hell of a tomahawk, too. It looked pretty good.
What's that? What? Is
Hey!
That on 10?
Could you imagine if he slammed it right as you say, Tigers? Fucking
Chills.
Come on, man.
I mean, I'm getting chills right now.
Come on.
But,
I'll
like,
start
ultimately,
crying.
like, I know there are a lot of people that care about tradition and all those things, and I do, too. But like I said, like, what's your number one tradition, Lloyd?
Winning.
Holding up trophies and hanging banners. And
the alma mater. And
When it
I'd
doesn't
like to
rain
sing
in
it when
Tiger
LSU
Stadium.
wins.
That's
Don't
much
like
more
it
fun.
nearly as much whenever they lose.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't even stay if they lose.
That's very true.
And Brian Kelly's like, wait, do we do it? I don't know. Just go. You're gone. Don't worry about it.
What are your thoughts? Because you are the team OG. You're team Unk.
I know.
Right here.
And I'm over here conflicted.
I know. You are the Unk of the crew. What are your thoughts on a basketball goal on the sidelines?
Hurt.
Which I think is a valid point. I don't think you're wrong.
Because I would feel.
No, it would be awful if you roll your ankle going up for a dunk.
Well, and considering who your quarterback is and the
course.
rumors around him, like, it couldn't be funnier what you're doing. Like, actually, you don't get to do that. And then
You can pull up from 3-point range.
Shoot
Let
it.
him lob it.
And then Trey does. Like, also, I bet he wants to also. And it's like, blah. They're just asking. Look, that's really is one thing that I think about because it would be so dumb if that's what happened.
Right.
The other thing is, like, the traditional part of it is LSU has never been a gimmick school. This is a gimmick.
I
And,
agree.
like, what I think of is 2018 LSU, Miami. And Miami had, like, the turnover chain. And LSU.
We were scoffing at it.
Yeah, gets a turnover on defense, and they put a towel on him. And I was like, that's so fucking hard. 'Cause
Right.
It's like, we don't need your shit. Like, spot the fucking ball again. And that's how I think about
I
LSU
agree.
is we don't need any of that. Play the game, and you can have as much fun as you want, but we don't need an ancillary reason to have fun. Like, this is how the gritty gets created because they just know innately what to do. And so that's, LSU, it creates its own culture. It doesn't need a ruse to try to create something that's already happened somewhere else that you don't necessarily need.
I don't disagree.
If it makes them happy, it is fun, I guess.
Like I think ultimately now you're in a state of college athletics where what's best for the players? What do the players want? That's
I don't
what's
even know
gonna
if they
happen.
care. I don't know if they
Maybe
want
not
or not.
But maybe they do. Like, maybe they enjoy it.
What do you do when it feels like you have to dunk it or something? With it 42-10, like
right.
What if you're losing? Like, I'm not. Don't.
Well,
fucking
you're not
touch
going to dunk
it.
it.
Yeah,
then.
don't touch it.
No, you wouldn't dunk then.
That's what I.
It's a eel thing.
I think it's like every point.
Yeah, I mean it's big plays.
Supposed to be.
But I would
guess.
say if you're down in the game, you're probably not.
What if it's
dunking
big
on the
momentum,
sideline.
24-20?
That's different.
Okay.
But you said 42-10. They're not.
Yeah,
dunking.
no, I'm
They're
saying
not-
you're winning then.
Yeah. But
Like-
if say you're losing 21-3 and then you score a touchdown,
21-10.
maybe not dunking. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a feel thing.
Yeah.
If the game's still in the balance,
Right.
I think it's okay because I think that's why they do it is kind of to bring a little bit of energy to the sideline. So I think if that's what they think can help you out with, even if you are down 21-3, if it's early on, still kind of in the game, and you need a little bit of spark on the sideline, I don't mind it too much. But I do. It is a little gimmicky, but you know what? If Lane thinks it helps you win, then
that's all I care.
it is.
That's genuinely all I care about.
Yeah, it's
like I care about winning.
And it's
That's
it.
Does it change? Like, oh, I don't like this anymore if they start losing.
Yeah, quit that shit.
Yeah, I think if you start losing, you stop.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm okay with it if you win, if it leads to you winning.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I wouldn't care if they started losing and they're still doing it. Like, all right, that's not why they're losing. But
Yeah, but then you look like an unserious program.
Yeah, it's like the light
yeah,
show.
but I think that's an unserious criticism. Is like, oh, they're losing because of this or that.
That's
I don't think anyone's
It's
saying-
not saying you're losing
yeah.
because
that's
one's
what
saying
that.
that's what it's going to be.
No,
though.
it's going to be you shouldn't be doing that if you're losing.
That's true, but a lot of fans are going to be like, oh, you're too busy doing this on the sideline. That's what
I'm
I'm talking
talking
about.
about the extremists.
Okay, but that's 90% of the fan base.
Yeah, we're not talking. Yeah, that's true.
Like every night,
we are reasonable. I agree. We are not delusional, but like there's 50% of the chat in here. Is
every
thinking
Saturday.
No, not our chat. Not our chat.
How dare you?
Not our chat. Don't you ever.
All right,
Tiger drops.
Our listeners
on
that
TD.
I
are-
wish we had penalty flags because
On
I would throw a
TD.
penalty
Yeah,
on you
on
right
TD
now.
and some
Oh
other.
yeah, I would eat that shit.
Maybe on some other chats, not this chat though.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Tiger droppings every Saturday is January 6th.
Never
But
forget.
Brandon Hollingsworth says that they can play hopscotch on the sideline as long as they win. I don't care what they do.
Yeah.
Well, the fireworks show and the fucking light show when you're down 20.
That was a problem. But
Yeah.
that's no feel.
No, don't.
You have to have feel.
Yeah, it's on the schedule. Well, this wasn't.
Right. Don't care.
No.
You turn those fireworks. You pour water on them. You do something.
Shut the lights off.
They don't get to go off when you're down 42-7.
Don't push the button.
Mm-mm.
Or press it. Or push it. Don't do anything. Let's
No.
go back to football.
Let's get back to
Let's get me out of here.
But I think it's an interesting discussion because the fan base is obviously going to feel some way about it. And ultimately, again, like everything else we've talked about, it comes down to one thing.
Yeah.
Wins and losses. Like, people are going to have their feelings about all different things. The quarterback, the portal, the money, the goal, maybe the music they play, or how often they wear purple jerseys, or what they do on the run out, what they do. So many things people could have feelings about. But you get over those things with what? Wins. It is this universal medicine that's crazy. It heals all wounds.
I don't like the way if you get to look, Alabama went through this. LSU never really got to that point, but it was for a while when Les Miles was winning 10 games a year, and it's like, but it wasn't a national championship. It's like he's winning 10 games. Like, well, yeah, I don't like the way we're winning.
Right.
And then for Alabama, it's like, I don't like the way that we're winning. And Nick Saban's like, I don't like the way that y'all are leaving.
Right.
And like, well, you know how spoiled you, like that spoiled. It's like, I kind of hate that we're up 30 in the second quarter. I guess we'll go. And it's like, I would kill for that.
Please.
But
I miss that.
I do love a close game, but I would like to win also.
I love wins more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so it will be interesting because I feel like LSU is such a brand that's been organically itself forever. And people will have thoughts on it. Like, look at how you talked about. I don't know if the Jaden Daniels camp knew like the severity of what they were doing. Look at the LSU fan base and the LSU contingency of how seriously they take everything.
Yeah,
and like what they will do if you spurn LSU, or like how much they'll look into something. That's where Lane Kiffin does have a great kind of perspective on this, because he's like, they're going to see Sam Leavitt.
Right.
Like, that's what they're looking for, and it's in there. And so it's like, now I don't like it. And so it's just funny how LSU fans will break down everything. And so if you add, like, a basketball goal, this is a topic of conversation.
Yes.
And it's like, well, I didn't think it was like, no, everything's a big deal. And, like, even what Hollingsworth says in the chat, like, I agree with him, where it's like, you need to change the way that the intro was, because Brian Kelly was like, let's get out of there.
Right.
Like, get on the field, get off the field. It was no build-up to them. And LSU built it up the way that it was supposed to be. Like, they have the camera inside the tunnel, and you can kind of see all of the players, and it's like a cool way to see them come on the field. But with BK, it was like you never did anything to build the hype around LSU taking the field. And Les had his own thing. Coach O was just Coach O. And it would be interesting to see how that whole thing works, because I do think there's an aspect of like showmanship that you want. And I don't know if they have that anymore right now.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. I mean, I think it's very interesting to see kind of how this plays out and how people feel about certain things that kind of change. Because, look, LSU is a tradition-rich program. It is a winning program. It is one of the best programs in the country. Since 2019, since they went 15-0 and won the national championship, LSU has averaged 7.83 wins per season.
Yeah.
So I know LSU is a winning program and a tradition-rich program. You have fired 2 head coaches since a national championship, and you've averaged sub-8 wins a year. So I get it that LSU's winners. We don't need gimmicks like these. We win. We haven't.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm sorry, But, like, since you've won a national championship, you have not been good. And you are the reason it's 7.83 wins per season is because you ended up getting a quarterback that was really good for 2 years in the middle there. Because you went 5-5, 6-7, 9-4, 7-6 in 4 of those 6 seasons. You also did have 2 seasons that you went 10-4 and 10-3. But a 61% win percentage,
That's not fun.
sub 8 wins a year average.
That's what Vegas still thinks of you. Because every year we're like, LSU's going to win. What, you have it at 7.5
Right.
or 8.5? Like, pfft,
Over.
LSU wins 10 games.
Wrong.
Wrong.
No, they don't. And that's the part where, look, I'm in the same boat. I'm a 24-year-old that's not big on gimmicks stuff either because that's not who LSU's ever been in my life.
Right.
I was born into a national championship program. I'm lucky.
Bold.
Right? And then my senior year of high school, LSU goes 15-0, and then I graduate and I go to LSU as a student, and it's just bad from there. And
That's what happened. Look, we're born
I know.
cut from the same cloth.
We sure enough are.
Freshman year of LSU, or LSU was 2010, 2011, and it's like, oh, first year national championship. And you're like, lose, and then you never even get close to that ever again.
Right. And so that's the point where
Actually, you're going to kick your best player off the team.
that is true. Like, I'm against the gimmicky stuff too because LSU's this winning program, but the last 6 seasons they haven't been.
No, you as a show, we have not experienced anything nice
No.
for LSU football.
We started this we essentially started working together to this whole thing back in 2020.
Could be our fault.
Why?
Maybe
How-
it is.
Why?
But
When-
the closest thing we got was the Heisman.
The Heisman Trophy.
Kind of. And then, but then I still think of, even in that year before they went to the SEC championship, I just think of Georgia picking up Jane Daniels.
you
like
got
a toddler.
throttled. You got absolutely
Oh,
throttled.
LSU shouldn't be here.
They returned a blocked field goal.
That was, incompetent.
Yeah, like it would no. Like that's the thing. Like it's
Special teams.
Not
are great.
return to block field goal is pretty reductive on that play. You walked off the field and
That
the ball was
yeah.
live.
Yeah,
like
I
it's
said
not
it
like they
nicely.
blocked it and caught it
That's
and
right.
like beat your
Yeah.
guys and it's just on. No. Your guys walked off the fucking field.
With a live grenade.
Yeah, thanks, Greg McMahon.
I said it nicely. That they returned to you did a bad job. And so look, that's what I'm saying. Like I know that we have not been that.
Wait,
so these things.
Greg McMahon was good.
Who, it wasn't Greg McMahon?
Well,
No,
no,
this
no, no.
was the
This was Polian.
Cha-Cha Hodge. Yeah,
This was Brian
Cha-Cha
Polian.
Oh, it was
Hodge.
Polian. Sorry, Greg McMahon.
McMahon
That's
McMahon never coached for Kelly. I don't think.
No,
Yeah,
he
you're
didn't. He
right,
let
you're
him
right.
leave, and then he kept doing great special teams jobs
Yes,
everywhere
you're
around the
right.
country. And there's like, what do you would bring him back? It's like,
He's at
can't-
Florida now, huh? Didn't
Uh-huh.
Summerall
You're right.
bring him over?
Apologies, Greg McMahon.
Yes,
I got my names
apologize
mixed
to Greg
up.
McMahon. It's
No,
okay.
Brian Polian.
Greg McMahon was the answer that he would just never call. I don't know what happened, but
Yeah.
you brought back everybody else you fired. And then we got to have Polian's job over there at special teams. He fucked up the first game.
Not just special teams. He was also the head of
Head of
recruiting.
recruiting.
With Frank Wilson.
Why don't you?
over
Yeah,
there.
let's send Frank to Iowa.
Yeah.
You
We'll
go
let
you
Polian
go-
handle St. Aug.
Yeah. At round hole square peg. You're gonna love it.
So we'll see how the fans react. Ultimately, like I said, like every single conversation we have on this show, where it's how do you feel about this? What do you think about this? It all comes. You just win.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's that simple. Like our job. Like we could do a 1-minute show.
When?
Just
I'm
one.
saying, like, genuinely we could, where it's like, what do you guys think about, like, how's this Jane Daniels thing going to play out with this number? I think it kind of comes down to if LSU wins or not.
Yeah.
Well, if Jane Daniels had one more.
Yeah. Like, that's, like, genuinely,
Yeah,
like,
literally.
all roads lead back to
The W.
It's the whole point of
W's.
this whole deal.
Win. You got to win. You got to win. And I have a good feeling that LSU's going to win this year. They're going to win some football games. I think they're going to win majority of their football games.
Yeah. It's getting hard to to not okay. See, you know what the thing is? I thought it in my head, and I'm like, I'm gonna start off with this, but I'm gonna like fly past it so they can't say anything. And you still fucking say something because you're an idiot.
Need every inch
You're
of him.
stupid.
Yeah,
I hate you. But basically,
That's not what you were gonna say.
yeah, it's not. What I was going to say is it's getting difficult
Jester-maxing.
to not say
What?
like outlandish things about this team
Right.
because whenever I think about it, and this is such a reductive way to look at the team because there's so many things that go into like what factors into a winning football team. It's a Blake Baker defense that I think got better talent-wise, and it's an offense that may be your weaker unit from a side of the ball standpoint, and they're coached by Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss. Like, when you look at it through that lens, and all of the practice reports and fall camp, everything seems to be exceedingly positive. It's very difficult for me to block out the voices in my head.
Block out the noise.
That tell me to say very outlandish things.
No, I think that's understandable because I'm in a similar boat where, like, I don't feel that, like, there are position rooms where I'm kind of, like, the wide receiver room, I'm still kind of at a point where I'm like, I don't know if I'm fully like this room. Like, you're going into the Clemson game with a worse wide receiver room than your opponent. Like, I think I can say confidently because Clemson's really good at wide receiver.
Definitely
LSU, I don't know really what they've got, right? You've got a Kansas State transfer. You've got a Ole Miss transfer that didn't play all that much. You've got a Hawaii transfer, an Old Dominion transfer, a Florida transfer that struggled with injuries. I think they're all really talented. Can they all put it together and be that good? But then you said it right there, the miracle cure for that doubt is what? Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss have just never not been good there. And so, like,
that's the hard part.
I could also
it's
have
been in the SEC. There's really nothing you can point to.
I could also have the running back room be like, can Harlan Berry step up and do it? Is Dylan Jones that good? Can Caden Durham, Stacey Gate, like these guys? I don't know if I'm sold on it. But then you look at the numbers and you're like, well, everywhere they've gone, they've done it.
5 years in a row.
Like, they've never not been good at it. And so it's like, I can have my doubts about the personnel, but at the same time, the coaching staff you brought in, that you have this miracle cure for that doubt. It's Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss. You know what? Actually, they're good. They're going to be able to run the ball. Receivers are going to play well. Because as much as I maybe have my doubts on some personnel things and I'm still in this prove-it mindset at those spots, Kiffin and Charlie and Kevin Smith and George McDonald, they don't have to prove it because guess what? They've done it. They've proved it. Year in, year out. They're the number one offense, top 5 offense every single season.
And they have a penchant of being aggressive offensively as Budman got into it with one. I don't want to say got into it. Yeah, big stats guy.
He's on a great
He's on a
run right
heater.
now. Yeah.
And Lane Kiffin's just doing what everyone does.
But Buddy's been
when
on
they meet Buddy.
Yeah.
They fall in love with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buddy's been on a heater for 50 years.
I
guess that's true, yeah.
That is exactly right. And he is rolling right
so
now.
funny.
He's officially one lane over.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, if you look into the LSU media, there's one man you're picking out and being like,
course.
I bet he's got some shit to him.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Budman.
Also, a message for you, LC, from Budman yesterday, off show, though.
Oh, okay, good.
But, like, me and my dad had a conversation a couple weeks ago. My dad was like, man, I hate when the media members, when they ask him a question, they call him Lane. Like, I think you should call him Coach. Like, his exact quote was, he's a head coach, you're a journalist, he outranks you. You should call him Coach. I think Budman has earned the right. I think he can say Lane.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're boys now.
Oh, yeah, he's
in a pod.
he's put in his hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he called Nick Saban Nick. He called Les Miles.
Yeah,
Les,
like
Ed,
I think
Ed.
it's a case
He
by
can call
case
Lane
basis.
What did you say? What should you call Buddy? You have to call him sire, sir,
Sir. King Sanji.
Yes.
Your Grace.
Mr. Manda.
Mr. Manda.
Your Grace.
Flavor and spice, really. Say it all.
Your Grace. Buddy Sanji.
He's the best.
Do you have the clip of old Budman? Here he is.
Coach, I got a question and stat for you on this Monday.
I like it. Okay.
What kind of impact has putting the green dot in the helmets had on your teams in college football?
Do you know our total offense ranking and quarterback ranking since the green dot came around? I feel like you do. Thought that's where you were going. I believe we're number 1 in the country over green dot time of total offense and passing offense. So I think it's benefited us. I think that speaks a lot to Charlie and his ability to communicate to the quarterback, and then the relationship developed in that and how that all works. It's not just as easy to just give a play. I shouldn't say that. Some people do that. Ours is a lot more in depth of what we do and how we work it, and where the 15 cuts off, 15 seconds, and our ability to get things done fast and in fast so we can still talk to them all the way up to that point are If you think about it, if you're a slower team, you don't have very long to talk to him until it comes off. So I think it's been a great benefit to our last 2 quarterbacks and how they played.
And the stat is, since the green dot has been in the helmet, Charlie Weiss and Lane Kiffin have scored the most points in college football. Charlie has to get top billing because he was in those games where you were not. But
I like that.
How cool is it, Coach, that you get the chance to talk to the quarterback seconds before the play is called?
I think it's cool that Charlie's first. I like that stat. I'm going to go tell him that. Give him some rat poison. He's first in the country. I didn't see you do more to me. I knew yards and passing yards. I didn't know total points. So I think that speaks a lot, obviously, to Charlie, like I said. And you're doing that in the SEC. You know, there's a lot of easier conferences defensive-wise, definitely to do that in. So, again, just what I said. That's why he was so sought after. He's been so sought after for a couple of years around the country, and why he makes what he makes.
Great question from the Bud Man, the legend himself, Buddy Sanji.
How cool is it you get to talk to the quarterback, and what do y'all say?
Not answering that question.
Going back to Charlie.
Great job by Lane. But also, like, that's the other thing. The part that I loved Lane, he was like, we're also both doing that in the SEC. There's a lot easier conferences to do that in. And I was like,
he's not wrong.
Pretty good. I went full De Niro. I was like, pretty good. Pretty good. Not wrong.
This conference?
Not wrong, Craig. Not wrong.
He had a little dig also saying, that's why he was so sought after. He knows what Ole Miss was trying to do, and he's like,
so that's also why we pay him what we pay him.
Well, it was the height of just like disrespectful.
Well, they tried to
doing you a favor,
right? When they tried to utopia him. You know what I mean? Where like, look at this beautiful world you're living in right now. Don't leave it, even though it's not actually a real world. It's a fake world.
Yeah,
right now.
Everything the sun touches can be yours.
Yep.
Well, I like to play at night.
In Death Valley.
That was actually kind of tough.
That was tough.
That was great. That was awesome.
You have to make that into like an edit video.
Yeah, definitely. That was great.
I like to play at night.
I like to play at night. Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, and I like that's the thing where it's like, do you have questions about this offense? Or are you iffy on certain things? But then you just turn back to those 2 guys that are ranking #1 and all these numbers and the offenses they've run year in, year out in the toughest conference in football. Actually, I'm not nervous anymore. Like
that's pretty.
It solves that every time.
And he just did not want to get into the
ins and outs of it.
I'm interested to know what it is.
I would love to put the helmet on and listen.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Like, they see the Hard Knocks where he just puts it up to his ear. He's like, all right, not playing, but I can hear it. Because it does sound crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the process is. Has he ever been explained of play call from whom to whom to whom? Like, are we... I know what the process was last year wasn't great.
No, I mean,
that's the opposite
like
of going
they
fast.
Get the play call in so fast and efficiently, it then turns into, like, a conversation.
Right.
Yeah. Like, that they get the play call in like that. They have a process. It's very smooth. And then they can get into Charlie Weiss actually talking to Sam about the things.
What to look out for. Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Who's doing that talking? Is it
I would imagine
Charlie.
it's Charlie, yeah.
Just from the booth, because like, looks like they're in cover too.
Right.
Whatever.
Well, and he said, and that's the other thing. He was like, and we have different views. He's on the sideline seeing certain things. Charlie's at the booth seeing something like.
Because all these things sound positive. Last year they were all a negative.
And that might be the biggest difference.
Absolutely.
From last year to this year.
It's the speed.
Because there's so many things that are different, but it's going to be the actual like process of even like the process itself.
We went through the timing
numbers,
between downs. LSU was the worst in the country. 120th in the country. Ole Miss was what 20th or 12th or something like that.
I mean, they're the fastest. LSU.
And they got faster on the road, and LSU was slower on the road. Like it. I just don't even need the numbers to tell me what I saw. From the booth to Brian Kelly, which it felt like he was a total fucking piece of just a dirtbag about it. Where he's like, "Nope, don't like that call. No, try again." He's like, "I guess I could help." It's like, just cut him out. Like, get him out of the headset because then it would get to Nuss, who's always doing like this. Like, what play are we calling?
When they also couldn't get the snap off.
Oh, of course not, because now it's 5 seconds and I didn't even get a call. It's them bickering and arguing.
Well, you asked who's actually talking on the mic. Garrett Nussmeier listened to them all season. He doesn't even know who's talking for the majority of – and still, at the end of the day, your losses, you lose to Ole Miss by 5. You lose to Oklahoma by 4. You lose to, Vanderbilt by a touchdown. Like,
Thank you, Blake Baker.
To upgrade that with an incompetent offensive staff and head coach, you upgrade that to the best offensive staff in the country. And again, this is the most reductive way to look at it, and it could blow up in my face.
Right.
But it's like you upgraded that side of the ball so much. You still have the guys that were successful on defense last year.
That's why you should be good.
You should be very good. You know?
Well, this is just such an LSU take from just our lives of watching it. This doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Very rarely do you get into a season with somebody that you hired that you know was good.
Yeah.
It's been Les Miles trust Cam Cameron. Like, that's my best friend in my wedding. He was my best man. It's like, oh, they should have a great rapport with each other. Cam Cameron is very bad at his job, and so now it's a bad thing because you're not going to fire your best friend.
Right.
You look ahead, then you get
to
the
the
Broyles
future
Award winner for Ed Orgeron because you got blocked by Nick Saban and Lane Kiffin. You won't let him hire him.
Right.
And it's like that was going to be the answer. Doesn't happen. Then you go get, he just scored 70 points against Clemson. Go get him. Air Canada comes in here. Like, what are we looking at? Like, he's motioning and shifting. And it's playing rugby. And then that doesn't work. And then you go ahead again. It's like, go get Brian Kelly. He's had great offenses at Notre Dame everywhere he's been in Cincinnati.
And he brings an offensive coordinator with him that was good.
That was good.
And then when he leaves, and there are obviously the conversations and the rumors about what all went down and why Denbrock ends up to be the OC at Notre Dame and not staying at LSU.
You didn't like him.
It wasn't just that. There was some other things.
Well, I know Jaden Daniels is leaving, and that was my meal
That was
ticket.
part of it, but also that. I mean, there's also like why keep Sloan and let Denbrock leave? Mm-hmm. That was because they one of the biggest downfalls of this whole thing is they put every chip in the middle of the table on Bryce Underwood, and when he flipped, it was dead.
Mm-hmm.
You had
Best
nothing
thing that
left.
happened.
And now you're in a position where you have a proven.
That's
literally just like you said. We just watched it. Like we were sitting here in this studio, Lloyd and I both with the flu, feeling awful, not good. The only times we felt good were when we were watching the Ole Miss offense. And look, a lot of that has to do with the players on the field, and credit to Kiwan and Trinidad and what they did. Charlie Weiss was calling some plays, cuz.
The system is nice. Yeah.
This looks really good, and this is going to be in purple and gold in a year. We thought maybe a little bit more was going to be in purple and gold, and it wasn't, but that's okay.
Still will never understand that video in the car.
There were a lot of things that transpired. It was
It
wild time.
It was a fever dream.
Freaking roller coaster, dude. I
guess they're getting Kiwan. He's talking to the. I don't know who's talking, but it was just so much fun. It was basically watching Bravo.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got the most important piece, which is that system, those coaches, that offense,
right?
That you can plug different players that are talented
And
into.
then the third most important thing, or I would say 1A, 1B, 1C, Blake Baker staying. And then everything he said and he had a great media availability session.
Oh my gosh!
And
as he does every time.
Yeah, fantastic.
He is the best.
Knows what he's talking about.
Dripped out.
Yeah,
looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out, Skip.
Shout out
sweatshirt.
Oh yeah,
the cutoff sweatshirt, the baseball cap. It's just like
the cleats.
He just gets it. He gets it.
He couldn't look cooler. That's somebody like if you go to like camp, you're like, I want him to be the
please.
Yeah, whatever group that is, I'm gonna be in that one. But he was talking about why he stayed, and a lot of it's like my family's older, whatever, so we can have these conversations. It's also, I think we're gonna be pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
like, I would like to win a national championship because
he knows
realistically,
what's next.
Yeah, absolutely. But realistically, every coach wants to win one, and he certainly wants to win one at LSU.
Yeah, he loves this
He's
place.
giving it too much time.
Loves this place.
And his wife went to school here. Like he understands it. But you're also, if you were to walk away, I don't know if I'll ever get that opportunity unless it's on me.
Yeah.
And that's such a, like, I am right here. It'd be cool to have one as an assistant at the least. Be like, I was the defensive coordinator of a national championship team.
Right.
That's also what gets you hired.
Yeah.
The veranda.
And Lane Kiffin.
Yes.
Like Lane Kiffin's, he is a national champion, although he's never done it as a head coach, and he's had a lot of stuff that's transpired with him as a head coach. He is a national
Technically,
champion.
did he coach in that? Did they, yeah.
No, they won in 15.
Won it in 15, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And he won at USC back in the day, too. So multiple
he's a
time
national
champion.
Assistant.
No, didn't he? But was the third one?
Yeah, they lost that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they ended up losing that one because that was the
Clemson. That was the Hunter Renfrow.
play. Great play call.
Tony Brown.
All-time game.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
The
Didn't
peak
go
of
to school the
Dabo's-
next day.
The peak of Dabo's powers.
Yeah.
What year was that?
2016. Well, the game was played in 2017, 2016
Say
season.
thank you for that. It always confuses me. 2016.
Yeah, I always
Where I was.
remember.
I
I always
remember
remember
watching
it
it.
by like the players in the games.
Oh yeah.
Like 2015, Alabama Natty was Derrick Henry.
Yep.
And that's what I remember that one.
I was
and
at
then
WWE.
2016, I remember it as nice.
You're a what?
WWE.
Night of the 2015 National Championship, my brother, for like his birthday present, I think, got like WWE tickets.
Nice.
And
I
my
went to
dad was
WWE
like,
twice in New Orleans.
I fucking hate WWE.
I loved it as a kid.
I think-
dumb.
I remember kids were talking about that shit at recess. I
Me
remember
too.
that.
I was always the oddball.
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Me
I don't
either.
like it at all. I missed fucking 45-41 national championship
Yeah, I would be pissed.
to watch fucking Roman Reigns,
But
dude.
like all the kids at recess that were talking about it, they were like the nerds at school. I was like, this isn't that cool. You know,
until
this kid as borderline like on the spectrum. Like, okay, clearly it's
See,
not.
all of my friends, we like trampoline wrestled.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
like they knew all
Oh,
the moves,
yeah.
and I was like, baseball.
Yeah,
Do
no,
that.
I was. Well, see, that was
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I was a John Cena guy until I met LeBron.
But
I
you
was
look just
now
like
I'm a
him,
LeBron
yeah.
guy.
His whole aesthetic is John
There he
Cena.
is.
Morty Chucky Sunshine. Are you a WWE guy?
Am I a WWE guy?
Yeah, like do you like
You know
it?
it's fake.
Yeah.
See?
Well, we're just talking about like Noah likes it for whatever
I used to
reason.
Yeah.
I used
Liked
to like it
as a kid.
when The Rock was involved.
There you go.
Okay.
The
See,
Rock
it
was
did have- there
Stone
was some-
Cold Steve Austin was awesome.
It was way cooler
What?
back when
What?
you were a kid too, though, and I guess maybe
WWE
before
really
me.
wasn't around when I was a kid. It really wasn't.
Oh yeah, maybe you're 20 years old or
what's,
something.
Wrestling.
What's Thunder Lips' name that he just
Hulk
died?
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Was he
Thunder
he was
Lips.
He was
WWE?
WWE, then he left.
And he was in, then he was
Okay.
in
Hulk
the
Hogan documentary.
I haven't watched it. Is it really good?
Is it fake?
I need to watch it.
Lane Kiffin talked about it.
Yeah, he did.
They
That,
did.
that's true.
We're
I
all
forgot
gonna
about
die.
that. Yeah, we're all gonna die.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, I need to
Really
watch it.
No, I had what was it? Texas. There was some with the Von Erichs was big.
Oh, the Von Erichs.
Oh, my dad talked about that.
Did you see
Yeah.
the movie that they did about him?
It's with Zac Efron, isn't it? Yeah, he looks
a bunch
awful.
of them died. Like they're
Yeah.
They were cursed, that family.
They were.
And so a bunch of them died. But yeah, Eric Von Erich, all of those guys, and then Mid South Wrestling.
I could never get into it.
I just, what is it? Silver Fox something with,
That's a snowball flavor.
no, Steve Carell from The Office.
It is a snowball.
He's like a
flavor.
wrestling teacher, and it's Channing Tatum.
I haven't seen that.
I don't know.
He kills
yeah.
the student, shoots him in the head.
What does that have to do with wrestling?
It was a wrestling coach.
That was a wrestling movie.
Yeah, Firefox, something like this.
seen that.
But it
What
was,
was the other one? The other wrestling movie with
Spider-Man.
no, what was his name?
Good pull.
Bonesaw's ready.
Bonesaw.
What was the name of that? Vision Quest. That's an old movie. Go watch
Vision
it. Great
Quest.
movie.
Do you get to go to the scrimmages?
Which one?
Like Saturday?
Yes, I do.
No. I wondered who's invited, but what's the tea? Give me some information.
Exactly. I don't know.
Did you go?
It's this coming Saturday.
Oh, they had one last Saturday. That's what I'm. Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
okay.
I'm just trying to. I need to know who to talk to. Figured it'd be you.
Jason is going this Saturday too. If you're an Oaks member, you get to go.
Can I go?
Do
as
you get to
Jason's
practice
kid?
your tunnel run out?
Oh, are you gonna dunk?
Oh, you know what you're doing? That's a consummate pro right there. I love that. Did you decide it was the Alabama game, isn't it? Isn't that the one?
Hey, y'all need me to give y'all some intel at what happens at practice?
Yes.
of course.
Yes.
I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
Can
on
I
my
go
first
as your
one.
kid?
Yeah, just like the
Your
cup.
son, man, what you doing? By
Do
the way,
what?
we were honking at you the other day with your new Tahoe. Are y'all on?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear y'all honking.
Yeah, you were.
Sorry.
Yeah, nice Tahoe.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I mean, interesting time to get one with the gas prices.
I tell you what, that diesel check is not a joke.
Yep.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
So you going to back practice?
I haven't gone to one
Is
yet.
practice
no.
closed now for media?
No, this is the last week. So we'll
Really?
have practice tonight, nothing tomorrow, and then Thursday, Friday, and that's
Who's
it.
covering tonight?
Probably Christian.
Same old. Not a lot of availability. Got to see what you see. Who's missing? Who's hurt? Who's
Is that what you really go and look at?
Nope. I try to film and get good content. I let the other people that are out there like notebooks and stuff.
You go
kinda-
cheat off of them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not putting out the tweet after practice of like who's missing. That's for the beat reporters. I'm getting
You're an A
video of like yesterday I made sure to get some defense. Like I don't like doing defense usually because their individual drills are a bit boring.
DJ Pickett still wearing 5?
Mm-hmm.
It sure is.
Had an interception yesterday. LSU posted it.
What about any word from Jaden?
It's been pretty quiet. It's been pretty quiet since that all played out.
He really shit the bed on that one.
Oh,
they
my
1,000% misjudged how that was going to play out.
And I wonder if he looked at his mom and went, "What are you doing?"
They went full damage control the next day, where it was like, actually, it has nothing to do with the number. It's all just NIL. And I was like, well, the article you guys put out had talked about the number.
It was all about the number and nothing about NIL. The dude's making bank with the Commanders.
Right. I don't think he's worried about the NIL check.
No.
And LSU's is also not like. I don't think the LSU's making that much money off of Jaden's number. Like they're selling all these jerseys.
I don't really care as far as I'm concerned because you got an education. You were paid while you were here at NIL. As far as I'm concerned, that's our property.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's our property.
The thing.
And if you're pissed off because I let somebody else wear it, then be a man, pick up the phone. And I supposedly he had conversations. I don't believe that. I don't believe that
because it doesn't play out like this if you
exactly. If you had the conversation personally, one-on-one, then you would handle it personally. You wouldn't go out into the public with it.
And it doesn't feel, obviously, everything's alleged, but this doesn't feel like a Jaden Daniels type of conversation that would be had. It doesn't feel like this is
well, everybody says it's his mom.
That's what I think.
And I don't doubt it. And I'm not,
a grown man.
But you're a grown man. You're 25 years old.
That's where I do believe that's the Jaden Daniels issue. Is I don't think he's ever been put in that sort of conflict before, where it's like I let my mom handle everything, and she's never made this much of a misstep and such an egregious error that became he's the butt of every joke.
And it's sad that because I really like Jaden Daniels. I still like the kid. I think he needs to grow up. I think he needs to figure himself out. Like, look, your mom can manage your money. You need to let the attorneys handle that. And if it was his mom, does his mom walk into the attorney's office and go, write this letter? I don't want them here. I mean, come on. I'd be like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
Because now it's becoming, and I do want to ask you a little bit about some of the Lane Kiffin stuff that's like the new LSU, I guess I will put it. But like to go as petty as to be like, well, then don't use any of his ventures for the NIL thing. It's like now he's not going to be in the quarterback room. He's not going to be on the video board. He's not going to have his name up in the stadium, which he would have had. And it's like, you really want to go down this path? And no matter what they say now, it's too late. Like, I don't think there's a world in which.
Yeah. I mean, Wyatt and I, you and I talked about this last week.
We did.
Like, damage done. Like, you're going to lose. Listen, there's still going to be diehard LSU fans that love Jaden.
Right.
And then you're going to have the people who are like, I'm done with him.
Yeah.
It's over with.
The only thing I will say, I do think there is a path to resolution to win back some fans. I do think there is a chunk of fan base that no matter what happens with Jaden Daniels, whether they resolve it, whether he comes back, sorry on my hands and knees, whatever, like there is a chunk of the fan base that anytime Jaden Daniels' name comes up, it's not the Heisman, it's not how he played, it's this situation right here. Yeah. But I do think there is a way. Now, I think Rowe is right, what he said yesterday. I don't think they go down this route.
Right.
But I think there is a way you could do it to where it gets resolved and you win back a large majority of the fan base. You start doing things like Joe Burrow does where he has foundations and events here in Baton Rouge. You could see him coming back and hanging out with recruits, coming back to games, stuff like that.
You want me to tell you how he can handle that? Like that, really quickly.
Write a check.
Write a big check. Big check.
Not
just a check. Don't give me 100,000. Don't give me $500,000.
I was about to say.
You're going to need $1 million or better, and you need to be public. You need to get your ass on a plane, fly over to Baton Rouge on your off week,
checks.
and bring one of the big checks.
Yeah.
I pull out the door of the plane, I walk into LSU and go, here's the deal. I'm sorry.
I
made a mistake. That's the only way I see that completely. And you're again, you're correct. He's not going to win them all back.
No,
but you will win a portion of them back, and at least you'll be tolerated to be here around LSU.
And you show up and do it at halftime, and you wear a DJ Pickett #5 jersey.
Well, that's the other thing
that would be great.
That was the other thing I was going to say. I also think like there needs to be like a legitimate like LSU centric statement, not just I'm focused on football statement.
Right.
And it needs to specifically address
LSU.
DJ Pickett as well.
Yeah.
Like
Hey, man.
I'm proud. I'm excited to watch DJ
Pitt's
Pickett
dad's
ball
pissed off.
Right? No,
He said, now I want to wear it more.
Yeah.
And so, like,
that's how I feel.
Because I feel like there should be a legitimate, like, wrapping your arms around the next 5. Like, that should be a part of that statement as well. As
And look, here's the thing. Go back to LSU and go, hey, look, I shit the bed on this.
Right.
We all know it. Privately, go back to LSU and go, here's the deal. Let's take 5 and make it like 7 and 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, give
Make
it to a
9. Make 9 like 7 and 18. Until you can retire the jersey. I don't think that number. I don't think I'm not a big fan on retiring jersey numbers.
No, in college, it's not like it really shouldn't happen.
I think it's a legacy thing. You would want to, and this is how kind of Rowe talked about it with Kevin. It's like he likes to see people wear 3, and like I don't want to go to like a schlub.
It was cool when OBJ had 3 on.
Odell wanted 3 because of Kevin Falk.
Right.
And it's like, that is cool. If I'm Kevin, like, that's awesome.
And Easton Royal wants 3.
Because
Why?
of Odell.
Because of Odell Beckham. That's awesome.
And so give it to him.
Right. Yeah.
Like I don't think Odell Beckham's going to be pissed or Kevin Falk going to be pissed if the guy wears 3.
Right.
Patrick Peterson's not pissed because somebody wears 7.
He gifted 7.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
That's the cool part about college football still.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, look, that dude's wearing my number. Ha, 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 ha. I wore that number.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think of it
The
completely.
good players wear these numbers. I was one of them.
And if a bad player wears it, it's the same thing I said about Michael Irvin yesterday. I'd be like, well, Jaden Daniels wouldn't play that bad in 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like I said, I don't think there was much thought on that.
No,
I think,
it was very reactionary.
Yeah, he shot from the hip, and
that's what gives me the inkling of it wasn't really a Jaden decision. It was
No,
like you don't
but
understand the fan base at all.
unfortunately,
it comes down to him.
It is him.
I mean, listen,
big boy.
you can talk right now, and we're all talking about it was his mom, but are we talking about his mom? No, we're talking about him.
Right.
Because he's an adult. He's getting paid a lot of money from the Commanders. He's a professional. Man, I got to be honest with you. I love my God rest her soul. If my mom would have done that, I'd have lost my shit.
Oh, my God.
I'd have been like, Mom, what are you doing?
This is my business.
I'm not going to be able to step back in Baton Rouge.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
You just undid everything.
Everything I did, you just undid. And then to go as far as, give me the Heisman Trophy back?
Yeah.
Clearly, you not very versed in that the school gets one and you get one.
You can't. It's not yours. That one's not yours.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. And what did LSU pay, not just in NIL money, but to promote him?
Oh,
for
my
the
gosh.
Heisman?
I mean, the work that Cody Worsham did,
Yeah.
and credit to Cody, to like, kowtow for Jaden to win that Heisman.
I mean,
they rolled out some
when he was.
billboards.
They not only that, they put him on a plane. They paid for him to stay up there. I mean, come on, man. Look, you didn't. It wasn't. A long time ago, there was a kid at LSU who I was very close to since he was a young child, since he was a baby. When I remember him in a car seat, and he played at a school in New Orleans. He came to LSU. He had some issues at LSU. And I'll never forget, his dad called me one day. Kid was suspended from LSU, sat out a season. I'm not saying any names, but I'm sure everybody will figure it out. And his dad called me, and he goes, man, this is BS, And I said, hold up. I said, and at the time there was no NIL. I said, your son is sitting on a winning lottery ticket because he can go to the NFL. And you're screwing this up, and you're saying that it isn't fair. However, he's getting an education. He's going to graduate from LSU. I think, for me, the education part gets put on the back burner. It's all about money and numbers. Hey, man, you're going to walk out. I mean, look, Marcus Thornton just graduated Saturday from LSU. Hats off to him, man. He came back, finished his degree. Yeah. Your son, these kids are should, and not all of them, some will leave early, but you have the opportunity to come back and get a degree from a great university. So don't forget that education is something for you. Now, look, Jaden Daniels was a grad. I think he had already graduated, and he got another year worth of education. Yeah, it's not zero. It has a dollar amount. It has a value to it, and I think everybody forgets about that.
And on top of that, like, if the NFL doesn't work out, there's a place you can go back to that loves you. You might get some free meals. You might get
a job.
You might get a job. Like, there are all these things. Like, LSU is known very well for taking care of their own.
I mean, look, I got a good friend of mine. He played on the 2003 national championship team. Has a ring played for Saban. Has a ring, and he still to this day sometimes he's a salesman. Wears that ring.
Yeah,
that's when he walks into an office.
Because that ring talks.
And people are like, what is that? I played 2003 for Saban. Oh my God! And it just gets you in the door. Now it's his job to finish the sale because he's not selling rings, but it's a
conversation starter.
Yeah.
It's a business opener.
We're lucky to be as close with Roe and Davey as we are, and like when we walk, like me and Lloyd have seen it. Like we walk through a place with Roe, and it's like there's a reason he's still in Baton Rouge when he's only spent the 4 years in college here.
Yeah,
because
every door opens.
That LSU logo is a universal key.
The logo, the colors, the 3 letters. It I hate to say it just means more.
It does. It's just different. There it is.
Different.
There
it's
it is.
Different. I
No,
mean,
it is.
And so, hats off to all of the. I mean, look, when Leonard Fournette came out against him, not against him, but like, hey man, you're not bigger than the brand.
And Leonard understood that forever.
Leonard gets it.
He gets it. I mean, look, 7.
Right.
He wore 7.
He's a freshman.
I mean, look, the guy, a great running back. I mean, I remember him playing in New Orleans, watching him play against my high school. I mean, he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to stop him? And that year, his senior year, Rummel beat him.
In the playoffs. I was there.
So was I. I was standing next to Frank Wilson. I'm like, God, what a beast. But I kept going into that game. I'm like, there's no way Rummel can stop
got no
this guy.
chance.
There's no way. He runs. He could throw it to himself at the time because he played quarterback for St. Aug. And I'm like, this dude is unbelievable. We're not going to beat him. There's no way you're going to stop him. And they did.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's a generational player. Jaden Daniels had sealed his legacy here in Baton Rouge. And like you said, he just undid everything he did here at LSU, unfortunately. And I wish, and I hope for his sake, he gets out in front of it because the longer it goes, the harder
the
it
worse
is
it's
to
going to
recover.
get. Yeah,
100%.
And so, and look, he might not get there in training camp. He can't come over here. But I would put out a statement. First day off, I'm coming back to Baton Rouge, and I'm writing a big old check.
Yep.
I'm going to write a big old check, and we're going to handle this number situation and be done with it.
Yeah. Speaking of Rummel and quarterbacks,
You just got Colt
y'all got a pretty good one, huh?
Colt Nussmeier.
How about that?
Not a bad little get there.
No, I was wondering because I remember last year when Doug got the job, if Colton was going to transfer from Texas to New Orleans, then he didn't. And I remember at that point I was like, is he going to go to Newman? Is he going to go which school is it going to be?
Listen, it was a shock to me.
Really?
I talked to the high school coach, the Rummel coach, all the time. We talked probably 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And
Never once
brought it up. It was a surprise to me when it came out. And so hats off to them for getting the quarterback.
No, that week 1 game they play U-High.
Man, I got the priest at Rummel called me like, hey, man, let's go to dinner and maybe have a drink or a cup of coffee before the game. And I'm like, all right, Padre, hold up. I got things to do. I got to paint the eye.
Does Rummel still play St. Paul's in a jamboree every year?
Yeah, that's not even. It's like that's sad.
Why?
Because y'all suck.
We just got a new coach.
It doesn't matter. You still suck. You're
Just
a
wait.
soccer
You
team.
just wait.
You're a soccer team.
We are.
Just a soccer school.
We all are a soccer school now too.
Well, I mean, it's
everything school.
No, but I'm excited.
Like I tell everybody, athletics is the front porch of anything.
It is.
Unfortunately, not for y'all. Y'all a good swimming team.
We're good at basketball, good at soccer, good at baseball.
You're not good at basketball.
Y'all had a couple good years at baseball. My childhood best friend.
Who was that?
Jackson Denny's.
Yeah.
Seth
Went to
Dardar?
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He was real good. I think y'all won state with him, or
Probably.
at least we're in the championship.
I don't follow
game.
it a whole bunch anymore, but yeah, great pickup for them.
Yeah, no.
I talked to him in the off season to the coach, and I'm like, man, you got to get a quarterback. Like, you got to get a quarterback. You got to get a quarterback. Go
buy one.
I hate to say it, go buy a quarterback.
They're everywhere.
Go over to a car and like they can't afford all of them. Just go pick up a kid that can be a quarterback. And we laughed about it, but yeah, it's good. And he's an early commitment to Georgia, so he'll enroll at Georgia in January, right after football season. So
he's a football player.
I don't blame
Lefty.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he's a lefty.
I've heard he's mobile.
I heard he's very mobile, unlike his brother.
Yeah, learn from me. Learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
I was just
Pull a
imagining
sled.
you with a Nussmeier Rummel jersey. In your
I don't know
office.
about that. I don't know about that.
That's the funniest thing because there's an alternate universe in which it's
Hope it's not
Nussmeier to Nussmeier and Garrett Nussmeier wore 5 and like Nussmeier to Nussmeier and this whole thing and instead he was like just maybe don't this LSU thing's not going great like just go to Georgia.
Go to Georgia.
If you can, that doesn't sound bad at all.
So it's funny, and I wanted to touch on something else, with this private equity stuff. Somebody was teasing me. And they're like, I got bashed on some of the chats. It's like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Not everybody's having trouble financially. You know one of the biggest schools that is having trouble? Georgia. And how many national championships has Georgia won in the recent years?
Maybe they went back-to-back, 21 and 22.
And so if they can't sustain this, not everybody can sustain it. So winning a national championship doesn't cover your thing. And so, look, athletics is cranking up right now.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, football's right around the corner. You going to the games?
What? The high school
football
games?
No, we're talking about
LSU.
He doesn't listen.
We're 18 days away, so who's your favorite 18?
Oh, man, I don't know. Don't put me on the spot like that. I have no idea.
Matt Mock,
No.
Jacob Hester.
I like Matt Mock. I like Jacob Hester. I mean, they're all really good. I mean,
of course.
It's hard to say that's my favorite.
Who do you think will be 18?
I don't know. I haven't followed all of that.
Yeah.
I like to kind of be surprised on that.
I like that.
I'll tell you this. I do remember Jacob Hester, LSU, Tennessee, right after Katrina. Les Miles' first game at LSU.
Up 21-0 at half and lose. Yeah, I was there. But that
Lloyd went to a dark place right there. That was not good.
He didn't like that.
So did you dislike Les Miles like you disliked Brian Kelly?
Not to the extent, but it was very disheartening. Well, I wasn't going to pledge my fealty if they wanted to hang him in the gallows. I wasn't gonna shoot the rope. Like, you can have him.
Because
tie it right here.
Because Lane did one. I mean, Les did one thing well. Like Les did recruit and put together good teams.
His own incompetence was at one that I'd never seen before.
It was unbelievable.
He's addicted to something that you should
Brian
be
Kelly
addicted
just
to.
ruined the whole thing. Like, it was just
Asians.
awful.
Yeah, running the ball.
I mean,
the Chinese
and then
bandits.
Jacob Hester against Florida that year. I mean, what did he have? 4 touchdowns, I think.
They were the 5 for 5 on the. That's what the clip we played was the fourth downs. That was his coming out
party.
So
he's a really, that sticks out in my mind. I think LSU has a lot of expectations. I'm sure. I'm almost positive they're feeling pressure over there. At the practice facility because the expectations. Yeah. I do like that they were ranked 11th in the preseason poll. So you're not
right outside the top 10.
You don't have a bullseye. You have room to keep going. So I think it's going to be good. Yeah. My question is, game day is going to be here for Clemson. Does game day go to Ole Miss?
I think so.
They would be missing a massive opportunity.
I don't think there's any way that
by
they
not
don't
being there
go to Oxford.
I mean, that's going to be one of the. I mean, I think that's bigger than the Clemson game.
I mean, because what they announced, right? Like the three primetime games. It was LSU, Clemson, Texas, Ohio State, LSU, Ole Miss, but they only tagged game day to the first two.
Yeah.
I feel like what they're essentially telling you is that
they're going to be in the 3
games. And I would also say someone talked about this. I can't remember. Somebody in the media basically talked about the environment in the stadium they think actually won't be as raucous as you would imagine because the pricing for that game for tickets is so high. You've kind of priced out a lot of these raucous Ole Miss fans. Game day doesn't have that problem because you're going to go set up in the middle of campus.
In the Grove.
Right, and a lot of those Ole Miss fans don't like the way game day talked about the whole Lane Kiffin situation last year as well.
Nick
Saban's on the panel, and he's the main guy who said, Lane, go to LSU. So
do y'all remember when game day, I think one year, God, this was many, many years ago, set up on the ramp of the PMAC.
Yeah.
And people were throwing golf balls. They had to put up a net. And so I wonder, I'm sure they have a net nowadays because I'm sure. And so, I could see where that could be a hostile environment in the egg. Look, the Grove sometimes is hostile. I walked through the Grove with my daughter one time. She was maybe 4 or 5 on my shoulders, and they were, cussing at us and everything. And I literally I handed her to my wife and said, "Hold this." And she's like, "What?" I said, I'm gonna hurt somebody. She's like, "Please don't."
I can't even truly picture what we're gonna walk into.
The one I'm worried about is you.
We're all on the same page there.
Feeling.
I'm worried about because you don't
you're an idiot.
You're not gonna take kindly to somebody getting in your face talking trash to you.
I mean.
I'm right, and it's okay. It's okay.
Look, it's almost respectful.
Yeah.
You don't take no shit from nobody.
Do me a favor. Wear your soccer cleats.
Yeah.
So that way, if you get in a fight, kick somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
get the medal.
Where you're
You
stuff
should
with
just
them,
wear
too.
full LSU uniform.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, I do need 2. I need 3 more armbands to complete the honey badger look on my arms.
Well, that's why you've been out of
Well,
practice.
so he only had 4.
And then
So he's got 1.
I have 1. So every time I go to practice, I look. There's like a side of the fence that I know they drop their gear at, and I always like make sure before I walk.
Yeah,
into
say
practice,
this
I
on
look.
air.
That's great.
I'm trying to steal from LSU.
I mean, well, they throw the gear to the side. No one's picking that up.
Yeah, somebody
I
is.
pick it up.
Somebody
I'm
is.
using
The
it.
equipment managers are.
I'm not letting it go to waste. I'm not letting it.
That's true.
Erode and.
Well, you got
Andrew
you got
was-
little bitty forearms though.
You do.
Yeah.
Andrew Messina asked, "Where's game day going to be set up for the Clemson game?" I would assume the quad.
I hate the quad.
Isn't
I
it that's where
know.
it was last time?
Yeah,
It's so
for-
bad.
Why do you hate the quad?
It's just
It
not a
should
good
be the parade
location
ground.
Should be the
for-
parade grounds, but they're not going to be able to do that because they're moving all of the.
I don't know. The parade
fraternities
grounds
to-
is
Yeah.
the parade grounds is in the sun and stuff. It's real hot.
I
No,
like
the parade
But it's
grounds
just
is the
most
best
room.
spot
It's
I
for them
agree.
It's
to
gonna be
do
the
it.
most space for people.
They
that-
might do it there. They
No, I
changed it
don't-
up.
No, because now they have
all the
They
fraternities
have the
there.
fraternity. They're going to have the fraternity, and they don't do Unity Circle anymore, so they're going to be.
yeah.
It's going to be
Yeah.
packed out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the parade grounds are going to be packed.
We need
It's
to
gonna
call
go
the
back to
fraternity.
Did you see
I'm
the
avoiding that
image of like
altogether.
the
Yeah,
parade
the
grounds map?
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
how
wild.
they're going to fit all those people there.
I'm gonna
Stay away from that.
Yeah, I'm not going to the parade grounds this year. Usually I would do it.
My
but
brother's in a
I'm
front,
not
so
doing
I
it.
have to go see him.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a show from there.
Oh, we
We
can.
should.
I would love to do. Doing a show from the parade grounds would be
Would
awesome.
be scary.
Do our own game day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That would be funny.
It'd be so
Set
much
up a
fun.
little game day deal.
Yeah,
That would be good. It would be good.
it'd be so much fun.
Think about this.
Yeah, Christian.
Yeah, we need to brainstorm a little bit.
I'm gonna
about
call
the
the.
ideas.
Christian's gonna get distracted.
Yeah, call the fraternities over at Penn State. See if they can help us out.
What would I get distracted with at the parade grounds? I'd be locked in.
If you say so.
You still got the. What's that face?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Long story.
She cut him off.
I guess we can talk about it. She probably doesn't watch the show now.
Not anymore.
Dude.
She used to watch
I'm not gonna
though.
say. I'm not
Who
gonna
are we
say.
talking about?
I don't know. I'll talk about it off air.
What are we talking
Guys.
Talk about it
about?
off air with you.
Who's she?
Veteran
My sister?
move.
No.
Hey,
What about
Oh,
you?
paper.
You still laughing at it? You still
Next
laughing at
target.
it?
What? Huh?
You said, what? Yeah. Lafayette go with you?
I've been talking to Christian a lot recently. Honestly,
Christian Mingle.
Did Lafayette go with you on family vacation?
what's Lafayette? I haven't been
You
there.
really want
we
me
went
to go?
we went to the baseball game in Lafayette
really
a
want
couple
me to go
months
down
ago.
there?
That was so much fun.
You really want
That
me to
Chili's
go
in
there?
Lafayette.
You really want me to go there on
smash.
air? Mom,
That cookie
Mama
skillet.
Vaughn, Papa
No, stop
Vaughn.
it.
Guess what?
Why is just thinking about that LSU trivia right now?
Oh yeah, let's get into that.
yeah, great.
What do you think about the
segue.
the basketball goal on the sidelines?
I mean, look, whatever. Is Cookie going to have a fire extinguisher?
That's what I'm wondering too.
I don't know. I mean, are they putting a basketball goal?
Mm-hmm. They did it for the scrimmage, so
Yeah.
I'd assume it's going. You got to practice that too. Practice
Yeah.
everything that you're going to
Yeah,
do.
I agree.
You know what it
I'm
comes
okay
down?
with it.
5 players
Whatever.
for basketball.
Whatever he, yeah.
We'll wait till an open tryouts on the
Yeah,
sidelines.
yeah,
That's what
I
he's
heard,
doing.
but the funniest is somebody posted up somebody. I forgot the name of the account. Posted up something on Twitter.
The fake
and
open tryout.
and they just started bashing him like, he's got. I heard that. Oh, it was somebody had a AI of Will on a phone telling somebody that there's
I
no
did
way.
see this.
And I'm like.
It doesn't even sound like him.
North Carolina fans are going batshit
Yeah.
crazy. I told you he's a fraud, and I'm like, you people are delusional.
Yeah, it's
Like I gotta be honest with you. I've never been. I went to North Carolina one time, all of about 45 minutes.
Yeah, you did.
Pick up a coach,
You
and
did.
God, I will never, ever, ever go back to North Carolina because if that's what
That's
they,
a representation.
yeah, they're ooh,
Scary.
ooh, it's bad. It's bad.
I can't believe it's this bad. I truly can't.
I was surprised.
But I literally just
Video
got
is
off the-
unbelievable.
Did you get off the
though.
phone?
I did just get off the phone with him. He was at practice and our workouts or whatever they do right now. And so yeah, I'm gonna have lunch with him this week and saw him Saturday night at the Capital Area Gala.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Yeah, he looked good in a tuxedo. I think he
Well, it was the who's who of Baton Rouge there at
I guess.
the event.
I guess.
Maybe the guest picker for game day.
That's what I'm
Clemson alum.
No, I don't think
I
it's
think
that.
it'd be a great
I
pick.
don't think it's that far off. I'm gonna have to
interesting.
find that out.
You think he would do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. We talked about it in the other room. I know this sounds cliche. He just gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, the Baton Rouge Bar Association has a breakfast next week. He's speaking at it. He was at the Capital Area Gala. Man, he's on stage, and man, he's just like, he comes off the stage, he comes over, we're talking. Man, people are walking up, Coach, so glad you're back. Can I take a picture with you? I mean, he just gets it. He just gets it. You know, he's good for LSU.
He is.
He's good for LSU.
I'm excited.
And all the North Carolina fans who are sitting there still crying in their Cheerios, keep crying. You sad sack of shits.
Couldn't say it any better myself.
I mean, the only other person I know that cries like that, like a baby like that, is somebody else. Yeah, somebody else we know.
Hey, 10-2.
So, well, good.
He'll land on his feet.
Or somebody else's.
You got to crawl before you can walk.
That's true.
No doubt about it. He likes to crawl. He
true.
loves to crawl. Yeah. Send him a playpen.
Probably glass for that job.
I mean, have you heard him on CBS?
It's awful.
Is it? I've never seen. I don't even want to watch it.
No, I do, but it's just a hate. It's just
watch him.
Maybe get up in the morning.
His misery.
Yes, he didn't know who McNeese was.
He didn't. He had no idea.
He had no clue what was going on.
That's unbelievable. You were in Louisiana for 4 years.
And he's right down the road.
Yeah. Has no clue that probably Will Wade coached there if he were still on campus.
He probably doesn't know who Will Wade is.
He doesn't. He probably doesn't.
Good. Don't let him. Yeah, we don't need
stay
that.
away.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So, Wyatt, what you got planned for the week?
Nothing crazy. Losing weight.
Yeah, how
doing
much you
good
down?
there.
Planning on losing.
Still like 20 pounds.
So you're holding steady.
No, I'm like dropping a little bit
What
more
am I doing
each
this week?
day.
That's your project.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Well, clearly you're not doing a very good job because he's stuck at 20 pounds.
He has been.
I'm fine. I've been
good.
I've been slowly like losing a little bit each day.
The key's gonna be football season when he stays at my house over the weekend, and yes, I'm gonna make sure.
Was Lafayette gonna
he
come
gets
visit you at his house?
I don't know who you're referring to.
Is Papa Vaughn gonna come? You gonna let Papa Vaughn come stay?
He's gonna be. They'll be there,
For the
not at
Clemson
the
game.
game, but they're tailgating for the Clemson game. Yeah,
Where?
I think we're trying to get.
Where?
I think they're going. They have an RV spot. It's not like on campus. I think it's like by the LaBerge or something.
Oh yeah. There's a RV
That
park
must be
across-
that must be it.
Tiger,
Which
I
I'm
think it's
trying.
Tiger RV or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
Tiger.
that's what it is. And I'm trying to get them to come to campus.
Right.
But I don't think they want to do that for some reason. But we're trying to get like my aunt and uncle and my cousins, who one of them's a senior in high school, who may come now.
We always gonna get hammered.
Sales pitch.
We're trying to get like the
Where
whole
is he-
family
where
to
is
come
he
in.
get a senior?
They live in Tennessee.
Oh.
Where's he going to school?
That he doesn't know.
Does he have the ability to go places?
Oh yeah, he's like their side of the family is like extremely smart.
Okay.
Like one of my cousins goes to like
Is
it's
that your
University of
dad's brother or your
Alabama
mom's brother?
Huntsville.
Is that your dad's
My
brother?
mom's sister. But like my other cousin, who's
So she got
older-
all the smart genes on your mom's side of the family.
Yeah,
Your mom did.
yeah. I don't know what happened with us. Me and Sawyer, like literally me, Sawyer, and Annie. We all had to go somewhere first year and then transfer into LSU.
Where did you go to first year?
Nichols.
Oh yeah,
For
that's
a
right.
year. That was the LSU's national championship year. I like Thibodeau. Thibodeau, not a bad place. Not for me. I prefer LSU.
Yep.
But all in all, solid first year.
Why'd
Considering
you have
I
to go to Nichols?
What's up?
Why'd you have to go?
I fucking didn't get in here.
Couldn't get in LSU.
Get in LSU.
Yeah.
Ugh. And you graduated what 7 years later?
Yep.
That's how you do it.
I know we were talking about this earlier. Like Noah brought up his LSU football experience in college, like how it was 4 years, and then Lloyd was like, "Yeah, we started with 2010, 2011, and then it got worse from there, and it ended in 2014 or whatever." And I was sitting over here, I'm like, "Man, why it saw 2019 to just now last year? Like, Jesus Christ,
100%.
I
saw
like all of Coach O and all of Brian Kelly,
and he tried to stay for 8 years to see Lane, but he just. They were like, get out.
And
You merited a degree just on that, based on your years.
It's still outstanding.
You timed out.
Yeah, I haven't gotten my degree. Technically,
because you won't pay the fees.
I know. Well, it's not won't fucking. I can't.
Yeah,
I gotta eat. Motherfuckers gotta eat. Like
you're on a diet.
Yeah, I know. I still have to pay for some food.
And
I can't
Popeyes
just not
got
eat anything.
something. What did Popeyes come out with?
Oh, the fucking fried cheese bites.
Dude, okay,
I go
if
on a
you're-
diet and Popeyes
Brother.
brings out the greatest
Brother.
item in the history of fast food.
Cheese bites? Really? You're so fat. Fuck you. It's cheese
No,
bites.
no, we're not gonna fucking.
I get the Chick-fil-A
Dog,
chicken and
dog,
waffles thing.
dog.
Dude, cheese bites, that's... Oh,
It's
turn up the cheese
fried
bites. Like, dude,
cheese.
It's nasty.
No, it is not
can do
nasty.
that at home.
How fucking dare you?
Do it at home.
Yeah, it's like fish sticks.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting, honestly. It
I don't.
really,
You don't like cheese fried?
That's
cheese?
horrible. I don't like cheese like that, no. That's
I agree.
disgusting.
You're not a real eater. That's why.
That's
fucking,
right.
That's
why you're fat.
That's why she unadded you.
That's
There
why
you
you're
go.
fat.
Oh no.
Oh
Da-dum. But he's got
Dude,
pretty
I'm still
teeth.
grieving, all right?
He's got pretty teeth.
Look at those!
He does
Look
have
at those
nice
fried
teeth.
cheese bites.
Oh, I like this guy.
King
This guy-
Strats.
He does
I
a
got to
good
be
job.
honest with you, and you and I are pretty much parallel here. If I'm going to Popeyes, I'm not getting cheese bites.
I'm gonna
I'm
try
gonna
them.
try them.
See, that's the thing that we don't...
I'm gonna try them.
Should we do
and
that
then
today?
I'm
Try everything.
Cheese bites today?
I don't
No.
even think that sounds like Popeyes. I think of fried chicken. I don't think of cheese bites.
They also have new dessert.
Popeyes. I think of great.
Do you go to
Dude, I
Raising
love
Cane's
it.
and order?
I don't go to Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is not good.
Oh, here we
Oh.
go.
Yeah, it's
Terrible
a
Dude,
take.
have you not heard this yet?
The
This is
worst
his
take
Give me a
voice.
second. But you could get the naked chicken, and it's
I have
got-
gotten that before. It's not bad. It's okay.
No, that's
It's good on a diet. That's.
That's you're on a diet.
Oh yeah, I could go to. I don't want to eat like fried chicken though.
It's not
But
fried.
went-
it's
went-
naked.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I'm not craving chicken. Like I went to Popeyes the other night to get blackened tenders, which is equivalent
to
the
Raising
naked
Cane's.
tenders at Cane's. But I got there. they
What
have
don't you
fried
like
cheese
about
bites.
Raising Cane's?
The chicken's not good. The fries are not good.
Oh my god!
No, the fries are really good. actually.
Worst.
They are
Just the
unbelievable.
worst take
I love
ever.
them
It's,
little crinkle
it's
fries.
sauce and toast.
Abysmal take.
Which the sauce, phenomenal. Phenomenal sauce.
Abysmal
Toast,
take.
phenomenal.
Ugh.
The chicken and fries are not good.
God, all of it
worst.
together. Is,
Just
every time he talks
abysmal
about Canes,
take.
it makes me want
I
it
want
more.
Canes right now.
That's why I try
Listen,
to talk about it, because the day
I-
we talked about it, he was like, I'm getting
I
fucking
can't
Canes.
eat
Yeah,
it.
the day we
And
talked
I
about
I
it,
can't eat
we
the
ordered
chicken
Canes
because it
there.
makes my stomach upset.
Me too.
But I love the fries. The fries.
So good.
Crinkle fry is so overrated.
Oh,
Run it through the
stop
garden?
It.
If
It
I had a
might
gun,
be
I'd probably
the
put you out
best
of your mom and dad's misery.
It might be the best type of fry.
Yeah,
No.
I
Absolutely
and-
not.
You
I have
know,
a bunch of dip in the sauce.
yes, and,
Yeah.
and the crinkles hold the sauce.
Yes, they do, and they're gonna crunch.
Yes, I got to be
they
honest with you.
don't.
I don't like soft crinkle fries.
That's true.
No,
They
right.
can't be
Soggy
undercooked.
ones, Right.
They have to be crunchy. And man, you dip it in the sauce, and the little indentions grabs the sauce.
Holds it.
Oh, I think, and I can't put them. Which one is one and which one's two? But it's Raising Cane French fries and McDonald's French fries.
Oh, McDonald's French fries. Chef's kiss.
You're talking about Joe Burrow versus Brandon Harris.
Oh, you stop it.
Brad Harrison deserved that.
You don't
No.
know ball.
Anthony Jennings.
I got to be
Okay,
honest with
fine,
you. You have
Anthony
to be the
Jennings.
dumbest person to graduate at LSU.
I
which
don't
quarterback-
disagree with that.
So which
but
quarterback
Canes is
would be
not
Chick-fil-A fries?
I don't even think. Now, you want to talk about a fry
I'll
that
tell
doesn't
you,
exist?
Andrew Hatch.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A
the
fries.
hatch cut for
Miles Brennan.
Yeah. Never got off the boat.
Chick-fil-A fries.
I would say Danny Etling.
No,
no, Chick-fil-A fries would
Chick-
be worse.
Not
Chick-fil-A
not the
waffle
greatest
fries
in the
are
world.
not real fries.
Okay. You have to have sauce. Bad fries.
Absolutely.
Talk about you have to have sauce.
'Cause
If
you
you
know
don't
what-
put sauce on a Cane's fry, it tastes like you pulled
No,
a
'cause
potato
they're
out of the
they're
fucking
always
ground.
salted
They're
really
always
well.
salted
Yes.
really well.
Oh, great.
And here's the thing.
Gosh, I love.
You know what I don't
fucking
like
salt.
about I
Me
don't
too.
like about the waffle fries is the edge.
The,
You get
the butt bread.
Oh, it's
the worst
terrible.
fries.
No, look,
a
I'm not.
potato.
I'm not saying
It's-
Chick-fil-A
it's just-
fries.
just
Like,
throw
I
a
don't want to eat a
potato in your
potato. I
mouth.
want to eat a
No,
fry.
listen. I'm not saying Chick-fil-A fries are the best. I don't think that they're okay. Like at best, Chick-fil-A fries. I do think they're better.
You
than
like
Cane's
Wendy's fries, huh?
They're okay.
They're
Again,
terrible.
They're not. Yeah.
When they
How
went
about
to
the
the
new Sonic fries.
never tried
I haven't
them.
tried them.
Really?
No, I don't
They-
think I've
they
tried
have
them.
crinkle cut now.
That's the best.
And they're always good
See,
crunch.
Sonic, and this isn't even an anti-crinkle cut thing. When you go to Sonic, I feel like you have to get tots. Just because tots are top of the
Sonic
line.
thing?
That's not an anti-crinkle cut. I would get tater tots over
Because they're not
the
available.
majority of fast
No,
food fries.
you can get them at Burger King.
Tater tots?
You can get little chips.
Yeah, it's a little hash brown circle.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing.
But that reminds me of breakfast.
That's ball knowledge. See, the thing, bad part about me that at Burger King, I always just get chicken fries.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you can't go wrong. You jam a chicken and a fry together.
And then you have to
get macros on chicken fries. You might need to start switching to those. Those are probably really good.
Chicken fries are really delicious. Yeah, chicken fries are great. They used to serve them at the park I grew up at, like playing baseball at LaSalle.
What park?
In Metairie, LaSalle.
Where's that, in Kenner?
On Airline.
In Kenner?
Right, kind of, like on the edge.
Oh, we talk about Popeyes. Popeyes fries.
Popeyes fries.
But great fries.
But they're not as good as Raising Cane's. And they sure are not as good as McDonald's.
What about, see, I also love, they said in the chat, Checkers and Rallies. Those fries, real good.
Terrible
Those
burger.
are pretty much...
Not a good burger at Checkers.
No, I like Checkers.
We have one in our Walmart in Central.
I had
Checkers is good.
Real good Checkers.
They have
in the Walmart.
You know what they have?
Checkers Annie Ann's.
Oh yeah,
you know I've never had
they have
Annie Ann's.
mozzarella fries.
Annie Ann's.
Go fuck yourself with some mozzarella fries.
What is up with this?
Mozzarella sticks are good.
What's the hate on a fried piece of fucking cheese?
See,
what are we doing, guys?
I'm like you in this too. Like, I'm not a big cheese guy in general. Fried cheese, like I need a piece of meat with it. You know what I mean?
I don't want to fry.
You've never eaten the
I'm gonna fry a bunch of stuff, but it ain't cheese.
Yeah. You go to Chili's, you're getting a triple dipper, and you're just gonna pass on the fried mozzarella.
I don't even get that. I didn't even know that was available. So what do you get on a triple dipper? Obviously,
fried mozzarella is number one.
And they give you that red sauce. Like, what? How is that going to help the food?
Southwest egg rolls.
I don't need that shit.
Southwest.
See, now he's getting crazy.
Okay,
that's right. Now I'm about to put you back in
the fat territory. Like everything at all these restaurants.
Red sauce is good,
and it's good with the.
But here's
I
the
like
thing.
dipping it in the ranch.
Southwest egg rolls,
very good as well.
That's number one on the
Southwest egg rolls are delicious.
They are delicious.
They're the best.
I'm fine with that.
And listen, I don't care where you get Southwest egg rolls.
I love
they're always good.
And I love the honey chipotle chicken crispers.
Chicken crispers are good. I like the sliders are good.
I'm not a slider fan.
I don't mind them.
I don't like sliders in many places.
The chips and salsa at
Good.
Chili's
Solid.
is surprisingly
Chili's
good.
is a Mexican joint at this point.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, we haven't been to Chili's in forever.
Should we go today?
No.
Isn't Chili's the one with the baby back ribs?
Isn't Chili's supposed to be like a Mexican restaurant? Chili's is supposed to be like a Mexican restaurant. They've just added, the American items.
Whatever.
What's that?
Chili's delicious.
There's a reason they're
all right,
still.
So here's another one. We just did this last Friday. Superior on Government versus Superior on Highland. The salsa is completely different.
Which one's better?
Government.
Really?
I like the
I've
food at
never been to
Government.
the one on Government.
I like the one on Government better.
Wow.
We took some customers to lunch last Friday. It was so loud in there. Now, granted, it was LSU.
To Highland, you're saying?
It was LSU summer graduation. But my gosh, it was so loud. I'm like, what is wrong with this place? And the salsa sucked. It was chunky.
I don't like chunky salsa.
I don't either.
Chunky sunshine.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Jason and I look at each other and go, Government's so much better.
Now, what about the queso? Is the queso?
I didn't eat the queso.
You didn't get queso?
They got queso. I didn't eat queso.
Okay.
I'm not a big
cheese guy
like that.
I do really like queso.
I don't.
It's cheese. Why are we hating on cheese?
Okay, a cheese stick, disgusting.
Wow.
Cheese that's
cheese
not
doesn't
melted,
come in a stick.
Disgusting.
Cheese that just comes in a stick.
I mean,
I don't like that. I like melted cheese. But the
a mozzarella stick?
That's too much.
Do you eat cheese on a burger?
Yes.
I don't.
See,
I don't.
A mozzarella stick
That's
is
too much cheese for
is
me.
the.
I don't like cheese.
I'm trying to
on a burger.
think before
Takes
I say
away
something
from
crazy. Is a mozzarella stick not like the number one appetizer?
No, it's not.
I think chips and salsa or queso.
Chips and salsa, cheese fries.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you
1,
cheese
2.
fries. I think it's on the Mount Rushmore though. A mozzarella stick.
I love
is
a mozzarella.
So
I mean, I
fucking
do
good.
love
I mean,
one.
for me personally, it's not,
on.
but I think universally probably it is.
No.
I don't
People
think it's an
do love a
egregious thing to
mozzarella.
say.
You
it's
got
on
a
the Mount
laptop.
Rushmore.
Look it up.
Well, I don't care what everyone else says.
ChatGPT will make us a Mount Rushmore of appetizers.
Okay, let's see.
Chips and queso.
That's fine.
And
Yeah.
cheese
Cheese
fries are
fries.
definitely on there.
I don't think of. I don't think of.
Now, I will
chips
tell
and
you,
salsa because that's
Walk-Ons
not.
has a good cheese fry.
They're great.
They do,
Unbelievable.
yeah.
I think the
Cheese
peppers, the little peppers on there.
Yeah.
Kicks
The
it over.
walk-ons by the stadium, the original walk-ons, best cheese fries.
They have hit it out the park every time we've ordered the cheese fry.
I like that cheese fry.
I love a cheese fry.
But I like the little peppers on it.
And they have great
Because
ranch.
it kind of throws it.
Great
They,
ranch.
got,
Oh,
they
the
do
little
have
banana
good
peppers.
ranch.
Yeah.
You know who else has good ranch? Phil's Oyster Bar.
I need to go there.
I haven't been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had it yesterday. Had a
Okay,
salad yesterday.
so we've got the Mount Rushmore of American appetizers.
This is via
Buffalo
Chat
wings.
GPT?
This is via Chat
Yeah,
GPT.
wings.
Buffalo
wings.
wings.
Okay.
I would agree with.
Okay.
Loaded potato skins.
You don't get that. I don't even see that much
It's
anymore.
not. It's a,
It's a Friday
Midwest, it's a
TGI
Midwestern
Fridays
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. I'm not. They're good, but I wouldn't put them on here. Nachos.
Yep.
Okay.
Basically cheese fries, but with a different
With a chip.
vehicle.
Yep.
Mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, I figured they'd be on there. Now do the South, specifically the
Onion rings.
The
They're gonna do
South
onion rings,
Onion
fried
ring. I like a good
pickles.
onion
Yeah.
ring.
I do too.
So do you
I
like
do love a
big,
fried
thick
pickle.
onion
Ugh.
rings, or do you like the
Strings.
fries?
Okay, well this one went
stringy
way
ones
too
for sure,
southern.
Too. But I
Because it
also,
did-
You know, biscuits and
who
gravy
has-
for
you know
you,
who has-
boy.
you know
It
who
did
has good
fried
onion rings?
green
hottest
tomatoes.
jambalaya you ever have encountered.
You know, Grey Poupon.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon for those cheese sticks? I don't want marinara. I want Grey Poupon.
Y'all are haters,
I'm in
man.
the South.
Spread it on for me.
Excuse me.
Y'all are haters, man.
So-
How can you not like a mozzarella stick?
It's terrible. You know who's got good onion rings too here? Two places.
I do love
Chimes.
Yes.
Good onion rings.
Yeah.
And Phil's. Phil's
Okay,
has good onion
when
rings.
you
thing
eat
I'm-
onion rings, sorry,
No, you're
Go
good.
ahead.
what do you put condiments on it? If so, what, or do you eat it
I like ketchup.
just ketchup?
Most of the time I like just ketchup. You go to Chimes, you get you know who else has them? Acme has good onion rings.
That's where we. That's
Yes,
honestly.
yeah, we had them. Yeah,
You get like sometimes they give you like a remoulade sauce with them.
Right.
It's not bad.
I like a remoulade.
But I like a ketchup because ketchup. I'm a ketchup guy. I
like
eat ketchup on
ketchup.
my scrambled eggs.
I've seen that before.
Ketchup,
I'm
a
not a
little
ketchup on the
Tabasco.
eggs.
so
I'm not against it.
I do like ketchup. Sometimes I'll go just ketchup, but if I'm in a fancy, luxurious mood,
Grey Poupon.
I'll make a little bit of mayo chup. Mix the ketchup
make some
and the
slop.
mayo.
On your
ketchup.
eggs.
No, on my onion
I
rings.
thought he was talking about eggs.
That would
get
be
that
crazy.
You get that orange
I'm
sauce.
gonna start making concoctions.
So here's the deal. So when my wife sometimes when she cooks breakfast on the weekend, she'll go, "You want eggs?" And I'm like, "Sure." What do you want in your eggs? So sometimes I eat scrambled eggs, plain, just so I can throw a little ketchup on it. Sometimes I eat fried eggs. If I do fried eggs, I put a little Taco Bell fire sauce.
I like that.
on them. Then if she says, "Do you want loaded scrambled eggs?" she puts fire sauce and shredded cheese in the scrambled eggs.
Oh.
Really
That
good.
does sound delicious.
What are you doing this weekend? I'll come over.
You get breakfast?
I'm hungry.
I made
Sounds
pancakes
great.
last weekend.
Really?
Yeah, in the new house we have a griddle on the big.
oh yeah,
That does
I
sound
love
good.
a griddle.
Oh, it was amazing.
Are you pancake over waffle?
Yes.
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 How much
Waffle-
griddle
waffle
have
over
you
pancake.
used?
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I do love both, but I love a
Why?
waffle. I like
waffle.
the, I love
Sometimes,
the crunch of a
yeah.
waffle.
Sometimes a
Okay.
crunch is too
I
much.
love the crunch.
Sometimes I want the little
I get
flavor.
that, but in terms of like flavor and like I feel like versatility,
It's so light.
it has to
I
be
love
because you
a
can
pancake.
because you can go so many different ways with the pancake.
Like
Dessert?
Buttermilk or just like whole grain or protein.
proud
They
of
have
you.
protein pancakes now.
Look at him.
And then you have blueberries.
I love a
chocolate
chocolate
chip.
pancake.
Yeah.
not a chocolate
Chocolate
chip
chip
fan.
pancake or waffle are my.
I will say that
But to be
maybe
fair,
it's
that-
what's recent in my head. That waffle in Starkville.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
It was
duck.
the duck butter.
It was the duck, but I don't care. The waffle is gonna get the credit because that
Shout
was
out
the vehicle.
Shout out to Katie.
Now, here's the other thing. When I eat, whether it's pancakes or waffles, with syrup, all of a sudden I get that sweetness.
Yeah.
And I have a bite of bacon.
Yeah.
See, I
Salty
love
and
a
sweet.
sweet and savory.
And a little
Always.
bite, a little sweet and
Fellas,
salty.
let's go to IHOP or
I'm-
Waffle
we
House.
should go to Waffle
It doesn't
House.
matter.
Waffles House right here,
They got
right
the
around
one
the
right
corner.
there. Yeah.
We've done that before.
What's his weird thing that he does, Christian?
He got a Philly cheesesteak. with
Oh,
waffle
he's
With
yeah.
the syrup.
and the syrup.
And dip the Philly
Patty-
cheesesteak.
Is that the patty melt Philly cheesesteak or whatever?
You a Philly
get
cheesesteak guy?
Yeah,
Kevin
Yes,
next to
I
it.
get a waffle with that at Waffle House,
And then you
and
dip
then
the.
I dip the patty
Into the
melt.
chocolatey
not,
syrup.
Not necessarily the chocolate; it's more so the
Just the
syrup.
syrup.
Now the chocolate that's on it,
You
I
know,
don't
you
care.
know who else has good breakfast is Louis.
They do have great breakfast.
Louis get good breakfast.
Delicious. I love breakfast.
Home fries instead of hash browns, and I'm not a big fan.
No.
I do. I
don't.
want-
Everything
home
else is
fries.
great.
Home fries is that the cubed?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Do me a favor.
Spuds?
Take that shit
I
off
know.
of the menu.
Yep.
Do not say that's
I-
hash browns.
I agree.
I cannot
100%.
stand when you
Amen.
order hash browns
100%.
and they got these cube
Those are
potatoes.
spuds.
He's cooking.
Those are
I
spuds.
don't like it. I don't like it.
This is beautiful.
Hash browns mean shredded hash
Yes.
browns.
I agree.
Yes.
100%.
The Waffle,
Yes.
the Waffle House.
The
gives
Waffle
100%.
House hash browns.
Those are
that's
hash
hash
browns.
browns.
Yes.
Hash browns.
And I'm maybe not as vehement as you are, because I don't mind a home fry. They're not bad.
But
I'll
it's not
eat
a
them.
hash
brown.
Right,
Don't
but
call
don't
it hash
advertise
brown.
it as hash brown.
Yeah, because when I get it on my plate, I'm very disappointed.
Right.
It
Yes.
ruins the
I'm
rest
let
of what's
down.
on my plate.
100%.
And so don't do shit like that.
Yeah,
to me.
don't false advertise.
Correct.
I absolutely agree. That is my
And
one.
I got to be honest with you. And usually that happens when you're in a really nice breakfast place.
Yeah.
And I really sometimes want to stand up and yell, false advertisement, out of here. I'm not paying for this.
Injunction.
Leave.
I love
just leave.
injunction.
Yeah, I'm done.
No check.
Don't. I'm not doing it.
Because
like, I think of hash browns like Waffle House.
Yes.
And then look, if you don't want to do Waffle House, give me a little McDonald's hash browns. I love
Right.
McDonald's hash brown.
Yes, something like that.
Oh,
I
my
100% agree.
grandmother just asked. Just wondering, is this a good conversation for Wyatt's weight loss program?
No,
probably
this
not.
is the worst thing.
Probably
that
not.
could have
What
happened.
do you-
This is
Mimo, listen, have you seen Wyatt lately? I don't think anything's going to be effective.
No, shut up. Shut up. This is
You're
my
talking about
project.
dipping
This
Philly
is my
cheesesteaks.
project. I can't let you know.
Yeah, and
Hey, block it out. No
and
social
listen,
media this week.
and
Block
listen,
it out. Block
listen,
it out.
Christian, if you were getting graded on this, you would be a D right now.
Yeah.
For what?
If
Why?
he was your
Yeah,
project
no,
and you were getting a grade on this,
Yeah.
you need to walk around with
point.
it.
Terrible starting point.
It's not just the starting point. It's not how you start. It's how you finish.
I'm trying to.
And he's like,
Look, trust the process. What did Ben
He-
Simmons
I-
say? Trust the process.
and where's he at? Where's he at? They boo him every time. Matter of fact, they used to boo him. They don't even put him up on a PMAX screen anymore.
Well, he's not on a team right now, so he can't.
Thank God.
There you
Look,
go.
don't judge me in year 1. Judge me on year 3.
Oh, that was the worst
3.
thing you could have. Now I want to gain weight.
Meanwhile,
I want to actively work
Turning
against
Watford
you.
back to Louisiana.
I did
The
see
Pelicans.
that. Oh, Pelicans. I
The
saw
Pelicans, big splash in the offseason. Sign LSU legend Trendon Watford.
And Ben Simmons.
$2.9 million 1-year deal. I did see him a couple of years ago in Orlando. I was staying in a hotel, the Four Seasons on Disney property, and who was he playing for at the time? Him and I think he might have been-
Blazers?
No, he might have been playing for the Knicks.
He's played
Nets.
for the Nets.
Nets,
The
because him
Nets.
and Cam Thomas were on the same
Uh-huh,
team,
uh-huh.
and I saw them both, and I got to talk to both
That's
of them.
awesome.
He's a very nice guy,
Mhm.
very, very nice guy. Good luck to him.
Yeah.
You know, I like to see a guy who played at LSU back in the state. You know,
Close to
close
Will.
to home. That's right. He could come write us a check if he would like to the men's basketball program.
I
Shout out
saw
to Trendon
that, I
if you
saw
do.
that 2.9 cleared. If you want to give us a little
Yeah,
bit of
I
something.
mean, you know, look, I'm sure you got a little bit more stashed away, and I'm not asking if a bunch of $100,000 would help. You know, just throwing it out there in case nobody asked you yet.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
be the
Coach
first to
would appreciate
officially.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
Coach would. We would all appreciate it. We love having your picture up there. I wonder if they put him up with him in a Pelicans jersey.
They
this year.
should. They
There
should.
he is.
There he is. That's
Love it.
that is Carlo Mac.
There, it's not him.
I know that's why I took a
Robinson
screenshot of it. ESPN's all over it.
Yes,
God,
what are we
ESPN.
doing,
Carlo
guys?
Makovich.
That is
What
awesome.
is that doing?
What, I mean, come on.
That is
Please.
hilarious.
Like, who doesn't edit that?
That's
the
ESPN for you.
Pelicans.
No, that
That
is
is
bad.
ESPN for you.
It's the Pelicans, too.
Oh,
It's probably Pelicans' fault.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
Gail.
It's
Gail did
Oshner.
that.
And she's out there still worried about Drew.
How about Jordan Tyson? Out for 2 months.
Dude, this WOTA movement thing's becoming a real issue. Lloyd, I know you're on this.
I'm on it. I'm Gator.
Yeah, no. Well, go to movement is the only way you can move and stay healthy as a like a hard cutter or if with somebody with a lot of agility. The only way for you to stay healthy is to have go to movement.
I got an idea. It just came to me.
Yeah.
Can we get Wyatt on American Ninja Warrior?
Yo!
That is a good idea.
Do they have like a
a plus size mode?
because he couldn't make it to the next round? Do they have like an easier obstacle course or like something like that for like?
Let's create our own American Ninja Warrior.
This is a good
Listen,
idea.
he does a little obstacle. He sits down and eats a cheeseburger. He does another obstacle, sits down and eats a mozzarella stick. He does another obstacle.
Just one mozzarella stick? Like,
Yeah,
can I have
hey
one?
man, you got to get to the next
I
obstacle
would like
again.
an order of mozzarella
No,
sticks.
you
And
can't.
like
do
the
that.
obstacles
the
he goes
carrot
over
and
are
the
like
stick.
themed after the fast food places. Like he's got to jump through
You
the
remember
McDonald's
what was the other
arches.
show?
I think this is a great
Wipeout.
idea.
I agree.
Remember Wipeout? We could
Wipeout
do that.
was awesome.
Wipeout is awesome, yeah.
You would
I
be
would
good at-
suck at Wipeout.
No, you would do great. I could see you going over the big balls.
No, that's the one I wouldn't. I think
No,
I
I
would be
think you
okay
would
at
go good in
everything
that.
else.
The wall where you walked and they punched you, it
I
would
wouldn't-
catch in you.
I think I'd be okay on that
No,
one.
I don't think you would.
I can take a punch. I'm good.
But I mean,
You can't move me.
Here's the thing, though: if you did the real American Ninja Warrior thing, he would jump and grab on it, and the thing would go.
Yeah,
Your toes would hit the water.
it's true. You're not wrong.
Can you swim?
Yeah,
No.
I'm just asking.
Not from what we saw.
you're such fucking
You
losers.
can't. You can't swim.
I can
No.
absolutely swim.
Can you tread water?
Yes. He can tread water.
That's
Can you
He can float on his back.
doggy paddle? Is that what you call swimming?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, but you can't like free.
I mean, I could. I'm probably not good at it, but like I can swim. Yes.
I mean, a rock in water is
Hunter
a
Hall
swim.
said. Hunter Hall said, "Me versus Wyatt Friday night, November 6th, wrestling match after dinner at Phil's."
Wow, that's not a bad idea.
Hunter Hall wants to wrestle you.
I'm just gonna start whispering mean stuff about Alabama in his ear, get him all messed up.
Yeah.
Alabama does suck.
I know.
I think he could get in your head better about
No,
Alabama
he can't.
stuff. He would whisper a couple of names, a couple of dates, a couple of moments.
He can't.
Ooh.
But the thing is, when it comes to Alabama, I'm already broken. There's nothing you can say that I haven't said to myself 6 inches away from the mirror.
Mm-hmm. I spit in it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't think I look at myself in the mirror most nights and think about TJ Yeldon?
No, I'm saying like that would be your superpower. He would just get you so in a rage that you'd be like, I'm actually upset.
Yeah, and I'm going to use that rage to my advantage.
Exactly.
See? No, yeah, you got no chance, Gum Change Up. He does have the height advantage. He's fucking massive.
He is huge.
Hunter Hall.
Is he?
He's ginormous.
6'9".
Well, you know what's funny is
6'7".
when we saw him at Superior Grill, I was like,
Highland or government?
Highland. I was like, holy
Terrible.
fuck, Hunter
got the
Hall's
let out.
huge.
Yeah.
And then we saw Trades Green at SEC Media Day, and I was like, all right.
Hunter Hall.
Yeah,
Same
it
size.
doesn't look fucking like bigger than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Hunter Hall, I was like, this dude's
Why don't you do MMA fighting?
I don't
Ooh,
really.
that would actually help you lose weight, probably like jujitsu.
I don't
At
really
least
want
train
to.
They have
for
that
it.
UFC core gym.
It is expensive, so if you can't pay for a membership.
I've never really been into like MMA.
Free deal.
I'm not a big like UFC fan. Like I watch some of them. Like they are.
You were
fun.
there.
Like, I love the John Jones. No, that it is fun, but it's just like I don't
Y'all
know.
missed the last fight.
Yeah, I know.
Bare knuckles.
See,
Hats
that
off
does
Casey
sound
McKenzie.
cool. Yeah.
Bare knuckle fight was unbelievable.
Yeah, that does sound fun.
Imagine if they did a bare knuckle circuit, but you could wear rings.
No,
Chris was fired up watching some UFC the other night.
I was.
I don't watch UFC
No,
on TV.
me neither. But we were at our friend's house watching UFC. There's, the women's fight. You're not really expecting.
Watch that. I can't. Watch
No,
that.
you're not expecting, the women to look
I
good.
know,
Or
but
you're expecting a kind of a
I know, but I
crappier
can't.
fight just because they're not the highest level like the men are. However, this one woman, Lord of Mercy.
Is that her name?
It could be.
He would like her name to be
It was-
Mackenzie Cowley.
Really?
She was hot. She was really hot.
Yeah, but you couldn't date somebody like that.
Crazy attitude.
You couldn't date somebody like that. What about her teeth? Were they good?
I believe so. She had a mouthpiece in, so I mean,
Oh, maybe she doesn't have to brush them.
She would beat your ass.
that's good.
I think
All
he
right.
wanted
You
her
like
to.
that?
I mean, I don't like that, but like if she needed that to happen.
So
whatever.
you know what he reminds me of?
Look at this.
Did
on the
y'all
left.
ever? Did y'all ever see? Did y'all ever see Entourage?
Yeah.
Where
Oh.
Turtle dated Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
He's
No,
Turtle.
I didn't
Turtle.
see. I
He's
didn't.
Turtle.
You're
I am
Turtle.
Turtle, but I
We've been
didn't
saying
see
he's
Turtle.
for years.
You're Turtle.
Hell yeah.
What's your new nickname, Turtle?
It is funny watching the show from a perspective of like, okay, Wyatt's this character, Noah's this character, Lloyd's this character, because it makes the show so much better. Johnny
He is
Drama.
E. He's E.
Johnny Drama and Turtle sticking together is hilarious because that's literally
Lloyd is E. Noah's what's his face?
Well, see, a lot of
I
times
don't
it's
know.
actually I think
The
more
main
so
character.
I'm E
Oh.
and Lloyd's Vince.
You're Vince.
You think so?
He's E.
It's a
if you
personality
watched,
play.
If you watched E, you would think Noah because
No. Listen, I get that, but Noah is Vince. Lloyd is E. Johnny Drama.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Turtle,
But Lloyd
these two,
feels
without a
responsible.
doubt.
Lloyd doesn't feel responsible for Noah the way E feels responsible for Vince. It's the other way around.
Boss, don't argue with me. With that. You're Turtle. He's
These
he's
two,
Johnny
for
Drama.
sure.
Yeah.
That's
You are
Vince and that's
Turtle
E.
Through and through, Turtle.
He's the technical guy.
That is true.
He is the technical guy. He's worried about Lloyd is worried about the technical part.
All right.
Noah's Vince.
I'm with you.
He just doesn't.
Christian's Turtle,
There's no doubt about
without a doubt.
Hell yeah.
it. No doubt about
You are
it.
a Turtle for sure.
I just don't know if Johnny Drama's like cool. I don't know if this is a compliment or.
No,
We did-
If you saw it, dude, you would laugh. You'd be
Charles,
like, okay, fine.
we did start this in Tampa.
Yeah.
We showed them Entourage, and
Lloyd and I
Christian
had
did
watched
take a
it.
liking to it very quickly.
Who didn't like Entourage?
No, they'd never seen it.
They hadn't seen it.
Oh my god.
I've never seen it.
Did y'all watch the movie?
No, we watched season 1.
Oh, go watch the movie. The movie's great.
I think you got to have the baseline because like seasons
Yeah,
I
1
watched
through
the show
3.
first.
Have I watched enough to watch the movie?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, Turtle did fumble. Jamie Lynn Siegler.
No, it's the tequila girl.
Ronda Rousey.
That was the movie, wasn't it? Ronda Rousey.
Oh, I know Jamie Lynn Siegler. She is hot.
Sopranos.
Yeah, that's not what I think of
Meadow.
her from, but yeah.
Meadow Soprano.
Yeah.
So what else did he say?
She's sick though. I think she's got an illness.
Oh no!
I saw that.
That's
She does
okay.
a
I'm sick
podcast.
too.
This was a
Oh,
UFC fight.
you know what I didn't ask you about
That's
yesterday? Hayden Panettiere.
Oh
Passing away.
no!
I figured you'd be heartbroken.
I was. It was my first crush.
I know. I think it was a lot of hours.
Yeah, it has to
see you with
be.
that.
This is unbelievable. I
But
could see you with
unbelievable.
Yeah,
would love
sad.
You would that's got your name written all over it.
What is it?
UFC
Mackenzie
girl.
Dern.
Oh,
What's her name?
Mackenzie Dern.
That's how old is she?
Yo!
33.
Oh yeah, that's too old for you, bud. You couldn't handle that.
And she has a child.
Oh, she's probably married.
I'm ready to be
Christian
a dad.
doesn't care.
No, you're not.
You're not the
Yeah,
stepdad.
that's
You're the
what you
dad.
think.
who
Yeah,
stepped
I'm gonna
up.
leave on that note.
Yeah.
See y'all.
Appreciate you.
Always fun.
Rest in peace,
Always a
Cheryl.
Papa
pleasure.
Sunshine.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna eat some fried cheese today just for you. I'll send you a video of it.
Yeah,
Waffle
let's
House
get a
after
big
this.
cheese pool. That's YouTube gold, baby.
No. Hater.
LSU trivia.
They did change the YouTube algorithm stuff.
I did see that.
I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means either.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll all find out together. There's something that they said take a screenshot of what it looks like now before it changes on the 28th.
I've made multiple college stops, including LSU. My brother has never played at LSU, but has been rostered at 4 different schools.
Oh.
Rivers?
Max Johnson.
Yeah.
Like
TJ
It's
Finley?
not
But has
gonna
Jake
be
been at
Max
4
Johnson.
different schools?
Texas A&M, Auburn, North Carolina. Is that all? Is that? But
Like
we just had Max.
I know.
It's not gonna be Max.
This
again.
could be Finley. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
because he
I
does
don't-
have a brother, doesn't he?
I don't know if Cody's played at 4 different schools.
You TJ Finley?
We can try TJ.
So the brother has to be within the last
Single
6
digit jersey
years.
number.
Justin McMillan?
Does he have a
He
brother?
wore 12.
He did wear 12. Will Narcisse.
I don't know if he had a brother.
Me either. Oh, especially if your brother didn't go to LSU.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to know, just your brother.
Well, especially I feel like it's going to be harder to figure out people with brothers if this is a guy who transferred into LSU. I feel like you'd be more liable to
Carter
know
did
about
say
the
he was going to
brother.
make these tougher on us because he, like, after the Stephen Rivers one,
Yeah.
he was like, y'all got that way too fast. He was like, so this, I'm going to have to make this harder. I was like, fair enough.
I do respect the.
I like how we're the litmus test.
Yeah.
I do respect the commitment to like doing this every day and like figuring.
No,
out
I
the
enjoy
player.
this.
It
I
is-
enjoy this.
it is
Carter
so
does a great
much
job
fun.
with this.
Yeah.
This is fun. I'm kind of stumped on who this could be.
Yeah.
This looks better. Can you still read it?
Mm-hmm.
A single digit jersey number at LSU, like you were probably knowable.
It's true.
Like single digit, there's only so many guys.
There's 9 options.
Well, 10.
0?
Yeah.
Well, technically 20.
0?
Offense and defense. Rewear
Oh no, there's there's a million.
Yeah, but
options.
he's saying there's only 10 like numbers. Yeah. Who had a brother that didn't play at LSU? That would have transferred a lot.
Here's Carter. Hey, fellas, my only enemy is Wyatt.
Who said that?
Carter.
That is
Damn it,
true.
Carter.
Oh, he tunes in. Like, I guess maybe he's just watching the whole time. That would be funny if he gets like a notification when people are playing the game.
This is a good one.
I've made multiple college stops, including LSU. My brother has never played at LSU, but has been rostered at 4 different schools. So this is the transfer portal era.
Well, the brother is transfer portal era. That's the thing that's messing me up. Is I'm thinking that the person is probably in the last 6 years, but realistically, it could have been.
The person's made multiple college stops.
Yeah, but
They've transferred probably.
yeah, but you've had transfers for a little while now. Like, I mean, Stephen Rivers transferred. That was back in like 2013.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Did we just have him?
Did like
though?
Mettenberger have it? No, there's no way.
Have a brother?
Yeah.
Georgia. After an incident.
His mom works there.
Battled with Georgia in that game.
I was there.
That was brutal. You were in Athens for that game?
That was a tough one.
I was at a travel baseball tournament.
I kind of, I don't know, it stuck with it. It made me feel a certain way about Odell for a while.
Yeah. That was the game he caught the kickoff with one hand.
Yeah, that was cool. How about we hold on to the football?
Yeah, don't disagree. Oh, man.
I don't know. We just need. Let's just put it. We need to get to clue
throw
3.
something out there.
Let's go Zach Mettenberger. Just get us to clue 3.
I want to guess somebody that at least has a brother.
Yeah, but I can't think of anyone. That's the problem.
Nice.
Started all 13 games in the first year.
Oh, Max Johnson's a really good guess, actually.
Well,
We've already used it, but it
he's
was
number 14. I started 13 games my first season at LSU. I had 5 games of at least 7 tackles, and our defense was prolific at takeaways.
So what defenses recently were prolific at takeaways?
last year.
Yeah.
Omar Spades.
2016 was real good. 2018 was real good.
He transferred in and started all 13 games. And he played linebacker or safety.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a linebacker or a safety.
No, it doesn't, but...
Because 7 tackles in 5 out of 13 games doesn't scream someone who's making a ton of tackles. Like, that could be an edge rusher.
At least 7.
Right. Oh, so in the first season, there were only 13 games.
Oh.
So it's not 2019 because they played more than 13. Yeah. It's not any team that played less than 13.
It's not 22.
Did B.J. Ojulari's brother bounce around?
No, he was at
And
Georgia
BJ
the whole
didn't
time.
transfer in.
That's a good. It's not a bad shout. Oh, he also didn't transfer that from LSU. Yeah,
That was a good thought.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am just trying to think of guys with brothers.
Omar Spates?
Yeah, I don't know if he has a brother.
Did that team play 13
Is he a single
games?
digit?
He was number 1.
Yeah.
He didn't play. He was hurt all
Were
year.
they prolific at takeaways?
No, they were awful.
It's 23 defense.
Oh.
2018.
Linebackers in 2016.
Mike Jones, Jabril Cox.
Jabril Cox?
19.
Michael
Quan
Devaney.
Alexander. 4.
He didn't transfer,
Transfer.
though. Damn you, Carter.
This is a good one.
Transferred in against.
How don't you say that name, Andrew Messina? How dare
What
you?
was 2018?
No transfers.
I'm trying to think.
Bernard
Where-
Converse? What was it?
4.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of that defense, though.
Mekhi Garner. Wore 2.
Mm-hmm. Sauce Gardner.
That team played 13 games. No, that team played 14 games.
Because of the SEC championship.
Yeah. Could it be somewhat like it could? Like last year's defense did. They were prolific at causing turnovers, right? I would say. I mean, it's not Mansour because his brother hasn't transferred 4 times.
He's at LSU.
Yeah, he's at LSU. Who was 1 last year?
Ashley Stamps.
No.
Christian's at LSU.
Yeah.
No.
Jakeem Jackson didn't start all the games. No one wore 9. No one wore. Well, Perk didn't. Perk doesn't have a brother. He also didn't transfer. 6.
Cooley have a brother?
Keelan Moses.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never heard of Tamarcus Cooley having a brother. I feel like we would know. I feel like we should know if someone has a
The
brother
brother is killing.
that's transferred. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't think it's from last year's team.
Jack says Cooley. Jack Ballard. I mean, Cooley, like...
He did start
Cooley
all
is a good
13,
guy.
and the single-digit number, and it he
How do you spell his first name?
just put in Cooley.
T-A-M-C-H.
Marcus.
Hey, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Love it.
Ballard.
Yeah, I said it first, but good job.
Who's his brother?
I didn't know he had. Yeah, who's his brother? Yeah.
I'm sure it comes
His
with
brother Trey is a
No,
running back for the Washington Huskies and made previous stops at Troy, Louisville, and Georgia Tech. Wow,
Jesus.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
Okay.
I guess they were prolific for turnovers last year.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they definitely were.
They were top.
It's the brother thing that was confusing me because
I was thinking about that Ole Miss game. Like, they forced 3 turnovers. Almost. Was it 3 turnovers? Almost 4?
well, the Halsey fumble and then PJ had an interception. Oh yeah, it was 2, almost 3, I think. Yeah.
Cheryl.
I mean, Trinidad did throw picks and
I
they
guess.
threw 2 of them.
I guess the second
yeah.
clue is usually still a hard clue too, so it's not gonna be someone obvious either.
The raging clue.
Yeah. Because I agree with you. Like, I feel like if it would have been recent, we would have known about the brother.
No, I'm
and
surprised we didn't know about Cooley's brother.
Right. Yeah.
His brother's 45 years old.
Okay. I count that as a loss today. You got us, Carter. But
Yeah, that was a good
tomorrow I'm back.
I'm proud of.
than
I'm proud
ever.
of myself.
Yeah, I'm proud of us.
All right. Goodbye.
Appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
Cocoon.
Or 8:30.